Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I love that with your. I'm pretty sure it's your laundry machine going.
Oh God damn it!
I love that with that, like your token just always has their mouth open. You're fine, Squeaky. You don't have to. It is not loud at all. It's just really funny for the reaction.
It bothers me. It slightly bothers me though. I'll just raise my sensitivity.
It's like It's very funny. Yeah. With all that, with everything going on, we're gonna play some Zelda today. And by play some Zelda, I mean I'm just like every game in the past several games. I'm gonna try to kill you, I guess.
I'd like to see you try.
Listen, some of us are easier to kill than others.
Some of you don't have 2 Master Swords, all right?
I still count myself among those easily killable, you fuck.
But you do have 2 Master Swords, so how you can't complain, even if you die.
Deco, the only way that me having 2 Master Swords could be considered overpowered is if they both individually give me a D4 of healing every turn.
This isn't Magic the Gathering.
They technically should, but I'm gonna say they don't.
You're a coward.
I don't want you to gain your full health every round.
You always were.
Well, that's just because I'm so reckless with what I do. I need all that healing.
I'll say you have a +1. How about that?
Yeah.
D4 +1. That sound good?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I take that.
You also have to be around enemies for that to happen. So you know, it's worth it. You get just be up front with them, be right next to them, and then get healings, and also kill all of the castle's soldiers, men, and defenses.
Man, it's too bad I can't consider these people my enemies.
No, they're all your enemies. Look at them. They're ready to fight you.
They may consider themselves my enemies, but Marco can't do that.
We've committed the treasonous act of burning a piece of paper.
You guys, as you guys are all decently aware of what happened last time, I'm pretty sure this means that I can go to any one of you and ask exactly what happened. So I'm gonna roll a D4, and 1 being Marco, 4 being Polo, Ronan's 3, I guess, and that makes Gorthos 2. Ronan, what happened last time?
We got we were in the woods, and we did some stuff, talked a bit, and heckin' Ronan started learning the Song of Storms from Magic Frog and the Magic Frogs.
Muscle Frog and the Muscle Frogs.
Muscle Frog and the Frogettes.
Yeah. And and Demise got rained on, and it was funny.
Damn it!
Fucking
that
it was so
fucking song. I love how immediately after, when he went to Polo, he's just like, yeah, it wasn't really that bad. I just like giving my son a win every now and then, and make him look at me whenever I'm at my lowest, I guess, for a little
You
bit.
ever see a video of a lion cub trying to scare its father, and the father loses its shit, but then kind of it's actually not? But they do that because if not, then the little lion cubs grow with crippling anxiety and inferiority complexes. Yeah, that's me and Gorthos.
Damn.
But then we fucking teleported back to Castletown, and like everyone went back to the house except for us.
Look at him over here. Look at everybody.
Heckin', we were like, cool, we're gonna go talk to the king about some stuff, like about the treasures and the fucking gate and the fucking other stuff. And what?
I think you forgot to mention where, like, it was for a brief moment in the forest where I think Ronan, Marco, and Gortho stared into freaking Argo's funny pool.
Oh right, yeah. We had a fucking Argo was spying on the fucking desert, and we looked in there and we saw the heckin' Gerudo Queen again, and we were like, but we had a dream for a moment. And she was like, hey, so like that whole promise we made to like serve Hyrule or whatever, fuck that shit. Bye. And
Fuck that shit. Bye.
yeah. And yeah, then the dream ended and we were like, okay, that's concerning. And then we went back to Castletown and did all that stuff I said. And then we talked to the heckin' Magnus and Faraday, and things were real cool and real chill. And we were talking about like, yo, so like, what about fucking Rudon taking over the damn city when she's older? And they were like, that's actually a pretty dope idea. I'm about that. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
And then they fucking fucknuts over here, this little ghosty bitch, handed the king a piece of paper.
You never done nothing, girl. Be nice to Theodore.
Be nice
I
to
won't.
Theodore. Be nice to to like one of the only human heroes. One of the only humans I've ever made in this game, other than like the bandits.
I'm gonna fucking give him a peaceful afterlife, and he's gonna fucking hate it.
Oh fuck.
And then fucking the king was like, oh heck yeah, we got a letter from the Gerudo Queen, and she's like wanting to send over like some people and set up a fucking bazaar. How many people is that? Oh, just 1,000. No, just a small amount, you know. It's just the standard fare
1,000 or
for
10,000?
diplomacy.
1,000.
It was 1,000.
Okay.
And we were like, what the fuck you talking about, king? And he's like, here, look for yourself. And he's like, here's the paper. And it had a picture of the queen's face on it. And we're like, fuck.
It
And
was
then
the free preview of the Queen's OnlyFans.
yep.
Kinda?
Why else would he fucking send?
Kinda? A little bit?
Huh?
It's canon. Anyway, after giving the kings a link to their OnlyFans, they were trying to give it to us too, but we're like, nah, bitch, we don't want that, and we burned the piece of
we're having
paper.
an
And they're
anonymous
like, now you
relationship.
go to prison for for a felony of the highest order. And now everyone ever is attacking us. And we're like, we gotta like fucking unbewitch these fucks.
I'd like to bring up. I know we usually let this be to the person who interprets it to say things, but I'd like to bring up that the reason that they did all that was because you guys were technically looking as if you were attacking the king.
Nah, it's because we burned a piece of paper.
As several very powerful spells go through the air and only one of them hit the paper.
Yeah, the rest hit the wall.
You know, they're being brainwashed, so why should we believe what they have to say anyway?
Exactly.
It's all fake news.
How about
Fake.
you fucking stuff it, God?
Fuck.
You stop it,
I'm
God.
kidding.
We're shit posting a bit too close to the sun. Let's stop.
Also, I just want to point out that she said, "Oh yeah, all these people came to our country. They don't have to go back."
Oh
they
yeah,
want
no,
to stay
she said
here.
that they're totally here of their own free will, guys. They're totally not going back to their families that miss them and love them very much because they want to. Yep.
And it doesn't matter that so
Trust me,
many people
bro.
left several places in dire straits. That's not our problem. It's your problem.
Deal with it. Fucking
What's that?
sunglasses
You
coming
have no
out.
economy and no armies? Man, it'd be a shame if 1,000 people showed up to take over. Man.
But yeah, that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
fine.
here's a caravan.
Yep.
I am going to, because I realized halfway through your conversation that I did not remake the token for the Gerudo Queen, and I want people to actually be able to see them. Call me old fashioned. I want people to look at the person to where if you look at them, you fall madly in love and want to do everything you can to respect and follow their orders. I would like people to look at them.
Technically speaking, theater of the mind is like the old-fashioned way of things.
Yeah.
We're technically way in the future with our individual art pieces or NPCs.
Well, you guys have already seen this art piece before. I just don't know where the token is, you see.
Believe me, I've looked really fucking hard. I've looked in every nook
I'm
and
literally
cranny
just
that I
making
can.
it again. Just making the token again.
Because unless she got flung into somebody's bag.
This is how long ago it was. I don't have the art on my computer because of my computer having to be restarted last year.
You probably can find it between chats between you and Lil though.
Oh, I have it. It's here.
Well, I thought it was Aaron that did the
It was
arts.
Aaron. I'm trying.
Wait, you mean Linda?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Lindo.
wait.
He's
Oh,
going by
Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
Frozen
go
Frost,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Black
I
Aaron.
was like Aaron.
As he wants us to refer to him, Black Aaron.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, here she is, right over here. Right over here. This is
Yeah,
the
I
lady.
have not found her anywhere in
This
here.
is the lady that was on the thing, and she's like, "Hello, I am Queen.
Hi, I'm Queen.
I am Gerudo Queen. Do you like my purple eyeliner? It's great."
I got it from Sephora.
So yes, as you have said, there was a bit of a sitch. There was a bit of a situation going around with some bad things going off and about. I'm gonna give you, Mr. Roland.
Buh.
I'm gonna give you, if I can find the Roland Dice-os, where you at? There it is. I'm gonna give you 3 Zork Inspirations.
They're going out the window immediately, I guarantee it.
There you go. And yeah, as you guys are in a position, you guys were given the choice by myself to either decide to flee or fight. You think that you might have the ability to get rid of the brainwashing on them, despite the numbers of people here. You don't have to get rid of all of it, just to get rid of like 1. It's like, hey King, stop. I don't know. One thing that we have added to the room is down here. You guys will see there is a little initiative tracker showing all the people who are currently on the initiative thing. I know the numbers that each of these guys have rolled today. They are in order from the numbers they have rolled. The Castle Knights got really fucking good. I would like for the 4 of you, Ronan X Obera, Marco, Polo, Gallon, and Pets, and Gorthos, to roll me. Go ahead and give me a straight D20.
Straight D-Twan.
Seven.
Twan.
Can you use inspirations on these?
Sure. You have 2.
Dope.
That is a 10.
There are 2 here.
Oh, those ones. Okay, I wasn't even talking about those. Fuck it, I'll do those too. I was talking about these ones. Zork Inspirations.
Oh yeah, you can use those.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right.
Man.
You're like, I can give you a 20.
All right, so 16 plus
Plus 4.
all this. Plus 4. Yep.
What'd you get,
20.
Marco?
I got a 3.
And you got a 7, Gorthos?
Yep.
Marco, I have great news for you. You did go before King Magnus.
Yay!
Kick his ass.
That is it. But you did go before King Magnus.
That is the end of the good news.
Ronan,
Mm,
good news for you, like actual good news.
yeah.
You have done better than the Castle Knights. Congratulations. That being said, there is a host of other people between you and the rest of your team.
All right.
What'd you get again, Polo?
10.
10. And Gorthos, you got 7.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Hosier did so good.
Hosier did real good, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
This
my boy.
is the
Oh, boy.
initiative.
So I
Oh,
played
no.
Final Fantasy X.
So I guess we'll have to.
What I'm hearing is we gotta fucking you gotta kill the ads first, guys. You gotta
Man.
kill the
Where
ads
is-
first to fuck with the turn
Where
order.
is Z on this?
You know what?
That is true.
Actually,
Z was gonna do
that
a
is
thing
true.
He was gonna
last-
do stuff.
that is very true. I'm not used to Z doing things. You are correct.
Should we put next to fucking...
I'm gonna roll for Z live.
I believe in the power of Z.
Nat 20. Get a nat 20. you
On
fucking beautiful boy.
15. It was almost a 20.
That's pretty good.
It is
That's
really good.
That's better than most of the people in the initiative.
Let's go.
Can you not just like click and drag over all of them and
Oh, I
drag
could.
some down?
I could. It was just
Oh,
fun
okay.
for me.
Okay.
They are literally right below Hosier.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yay! Oh no. Yo,
that means
no.
other people still go before him. Oh no.
It's fine. The real initiative starts on Polo. Everyone else is just a free. It's just an ambush round thing.
I'm going to switch us over to some music that is potentially less than ideal for certain things. I can't find it though. Where's it at? There it is.
Oh, Christ. Let's go.
As King Magnus and King Faraday have both yelled for you guys to be seized, you guys heard splashing from behind. You guys heard or saw the mobilization of all of the knights and soldiers in front of you. Ronan, we will be going to your turn first.
Okay.
I'm going to make grid projection a thing, even though you guys can barely see it.
Yeah, it's a little hard, especially with the fucking bricks.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I could change the color to like red or something if that helped.
I think it's good. It's fine. It's good enough.
I'm gonna move each of you onto a tile that you are closest to. Doop. I would think that this is correct. You and Obra are going first.
Okay.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I would like to first have Obra use one of her thingies.
We have to roll for Obra's starting things, I believe.
Do
This is the
we?
it is the start of the
Her
combat.
ability cast, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We haven't been doing that recently.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll a d4 to see what she starts off with.
Gotcha.
She'll have 2.
Two.
So just the same
There
ones
we
that were there.
Cool. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
I want her to cast invisibility
Mhm.
on Z.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do so.
And she could do it on 2 people with one casting, right? So
Yes. She by
Uh,
default can do it on 1 extra person without having to use anything else. Because she's better than you at everything.
I mean, you're right. Fucking.
I need to stop trying to get you to get mad at Obra. It's never gonna happen.
No, of course it isn't.
He likes those things about her.
That's one of my favorite things, is that she can kick my ass.
Literally that meme of the dude on the circle, and it's like my hot witch wife.
Me doing whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
That meme is Ronan and Obra.
100%. And I guess she'll give it to Marco as well.
Okay. The way that their invisibility works is that they will be invisible until they decide to do some kind of a offensive action towards someone. So in Z's case, he might not ever come out of being invisible, but who knows?
Yeah.
But Marco, you are invisible until you do any kind of offensive action towards someone.
I am so gone right now. It's amazing.
You just see Marco disappear into the weave. Like Marco just shakes a little bit and then.
You
know, like whenever you stand,
my movements are muffled.
You know, like whenever you stand inside of like a special zone in like the Super Mario 64 when you teleport and it has that sound like. And like you just disappear. That's Marco right now. Marco has disappeared. The noise was made.
Who even is Marco? You
Was
don't
Marco
remember
ever
meeting
here?
someone who knew that. Who was by that name?
I am now probably more invisible than the Sheikah ever are.
Don't worry about
Okay.
them.
Okay, so okay, there she did that, and now I am going to try to use the Nocturne of Shadow on everyone that can hear me.
You can definitely do so. When it comes to the Nocturne of Shadow, as we remember looking at it, let's just go over it one more time. We're going to go to the short excerpt because you cannot do the hour-long thing.
Oh yeah.
Short excerpt requires a minute to perform. While performing this song on a magical instrument, users may attempt to read or change the thoughts of those around them to be more in line with their own beliefs, either taking or removing hold of another over them. The user may then change the target's memory as to what they wish. Those with strong dark origins are immune to this. So certain beings are immune. That being said, this is an attempt. This attempt is going to be based off of your diligence, so it's very good for you.
Cool.
You are going to have a DC 17 against certain things going on with the people here.
Okay.
When it comes to your songs, I'm going to say, because this one is not meant to be in a situation like this, I'm going to say that you can target a number of people equal to how you normally do things with the teleportation songs. You can target up to 6 people.
Does that get doubled because of my fucking fairy heart?
The fairy heart only lowers the amount. You only double it whenever you have other people.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Fairy heart is basically what has been allowing you to do all these as an action, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you can
I'm gonna
choose
put
up to
this
6
in.
people to attack. And this is per action. This isn't like a turn. This is per action you use. So you can target up to 18 people on your turn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Again, if they pass it though, they will not be changed. So
Yeah.
pick your targets with the first one.
Well, Faraday and Magnus.
Okay.
Gonna get the 2 heckin' Donu.
Mhm.
Blazing Thunder.
I will bring up to you, and this is unfortunate, but the Donu are immune.
Oh, they are immune.
That is going to take up 2 of your things, but they are immune. You do know that whenever you cast it.
Okay.
They are unfortunately technically monsters.
Okay, so because I wouldn't know that, then
Yeah.
those 2 are still expended. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I will go for Captain Harold
Captain Harold.
and Hoover Quakeman.
Doop, 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 and doop. This is a DC 17 against the person who casted this on them. I'm going to have them roll individually for each of these.
Are these up for grabs for any of us? These little things here?
The things there, yeah. This is not a check on you. This is a resistance on them though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't roll anything.
Yeah, your DC currently is 17. They have to beat that.
Gotcha.
Which is a pretty decent DC.
It's pretty dang good.
Pretty dang good. Gonna bring this over. I'm gonna make it red for, I don't know, Gerudo, I guess.
You know, armor class is just attacking DC.
I'm gonna put a dice for the 4 of them.
You get that shit away from their tokens so it doesn't fucking bump into them.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it above here where the tree is. The 3rd one will be Faraday. The 4th one will be Quakeman. Obviously, these 2 line up with the people that are in front of them. DC 17. Each of these are going to have a +4, however.
Oh my god.
This is the same person doing the resistance. It's the same effect doing the resistance, so it is not going to be influenced by any of their stats, which is very good, because King Magnus would not have been able to pass this, I think.
Of course not. He's the king.
They all rolled like ass.
Let's go.
They all indeed rolled like ass.
Look how bad.
You see, guys, even if we had more D20s, we don't automatically just succeed.
As each of them look for a moment as if whatever they just had said or done is very confusing to them. Each of them will be dazed for this round. We will see what happens next round with them, but we are going to be skipping over Faraday, Magnus, and these 2 captains' turns.
Sick. That was one action.
Mhm.
So what do I didn't think I'd get this far. What do I do?
I will remind you what I told you last week, that
Yes.
a lot of these things are, at least specifically this spell, does not seem to be a permanent fix for this
Well, you said
particular
the Concerto
thing.
of Peace wasn't.
Mhm.
Is it for the same for the Nocturne?
No, the thing with it going on is this spell in particular is a constant spell.
Okay, so no matter what
They will
I can do.
they will still be immune to things until they fail, essentially, is what's happening. Or until they
Okay.
meet it, essentially. So
Right.
basically, as long as they do not make the 17 check, they are free of that influence. They will, however, be constantly making that 17 check
Gotcha.
until the spell is
so
removed from
I
the area.
can't play another song while I'm doing that then.
No, you have you can do your actions. That is just happened already.
Oh, okay.
You have you have unwritten the influence on them. They will be continually rolling against it because unfortunately the spell is something that is over a large group of people,
It's
not specifically
reapplying
on them,
itself every couple
Yes.
seconds, basically.
essentially. But they are free
Okay.
of the control for now.
Gotcha.
They are completely
Cool.
free from what you understand. You can use your turns to either talk to them, or you can use your turns to try to get more people out from the influence if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. I will attempt to use Concerto of Peace on as many more people as I can get.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could literally get everybody here with your other 2 uses. Would you like to try to use it on everybody?
Sure, fam.
Okay. Theodore is unfortunately immune because he is a ghost,
Mm-hmm.
but the rest of them are not.
Never trusted that fuck.
God, I hate Theodore. Am I right? Am I right, gang?
We hate Theodore. All my homies hate Theodore.
Right, homies?
Rothos likes Theodore.
I don't have a problem with Mr. Theodore.
Rona doesn't have a problem with him. I do.
From left to right, we are gonna go over each of these guys. First, we're starting with the captain here, Captain Oldman Jenkins. He fucking succeeded. He is still being influenced. Not Oldman. No.
Not Oldman
Oh.
Jones. The Jenkins.
We're gonna go with Holly. Holly is also still being taken
Damn.
control of.
Holy, come on, girl.
We're gonna go with Kimbo. All the light touches is our kingdom.
Kimba.
Why are these
Oh
guys
my
all
God!
rolling amazing?
These soldiers, they are too loyal. We're gonna go to Hector.
I love that they are all just H names.
Hector!
Okay, Hector,
Hector's fine.
my man.
We're gonna go with Hera.
The pine turns. Each never remember we put game all
Hera is unfortunately still taking over.
Dicks.
They have to roll a 12 or lower to fail this check.
We're erasing the things for people who are still taking over.
Yeah, I'm gonna change. I'm
to.
gonna change them to white under things whenever we're done with this. But I'm just
Okay.
erasing them for now so that we know. We're gonna go with Harvey. Harvey's fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't mean to erase yours. Here you go, Harvey.
Yeah.
You can have yours
Don't
back.
get rid of his little dot.
We're gonna go with Stu, one of the only non-H members of the group. Stu's fine. Someone put an H in front of that name. Stu.
Stu.
Just silent.
And finally-
And
Call him
finally,
Hestu.
and finally,
Let's go.
Harry Quakeman, the son of Hoover Quakeman,
I think we made the joke that they were gay lovers.
the
last
gay
time.
lover of Hoover Quakeman. I don't
They're
remember.
married.
The
We don't
married,
know
the
our very well.
married.
They're married.
Love wins. Love doesn't
Love
win.
doesn't
Win
win.
today.
No.
He's been. Oh no.
Love doesn't win. Oh fuck. All right, those.
Uber, your husband's getting simping for a Gerudo woman.
It's straight Pride Month.
No.
Oh, no. Harry, no.
We're gonna make
Fuck.
all the ones who made the check have white under things to show that they are allies and not enemies. Which does mean we have to take away the one from Oldman Jenkins, unfortunately.
Jenkins, no.
Oldman Jenkins has betrayed all of you.
Son of a bitch.
It doesn't matter if you're 3 old men. She won't say your name.
Okay, now we will keep up with this. With any time they fail or pass, we will change the token base for each of them.
Mm-hmm. And
there we
as
go.
Ronan is doing this, he'll just go, the Gerudo Queen's taking over your minds. You gotta fight it. And he will continue doing things.
Because you didn't use an action to talk to them, because I did bring that up that you could use an action to do it.
Oh, can he use one now?
Do you have another action?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have
that was only
4. That's
2.
true. You have 4. Because
Yeah,
that would
it's
have been 2 to do that because there was 8 people there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so you have 1 more. That's true. You can. Who are you trying to speak to? Who are you yelling at?
He's just shouting at anyone who can hear him.
Okay. I'm going to see how they will react in this day's state. The only ones I'm going to roll for are the captains, as well as the kings. I'm not going to roll for the rank and file. The only one that seems to have their minds about them currently is Captain Harold. As the others are still sort of dazed, getting over what's going on, Captain Harold looks around. Stand down! Stand down, men! I'm gonna roll for Captain Harold. I'm gonna roll for their negotiation, which is also their charm.
I believe in Captain Harold.
He will see if he can turn the minds of any of the people around him, which is mostly just gonna be the soldiers, but we'll see. Let's see, 13 plus the captain's 3, that is a 16. He's gonna yell out to this. As he does, you find that Kimba, all the light that touches is our kingdom, seems to put his weapon away. Like, what am but the king. He will not have his turn this round. He is still being somewhat controlled by the magic, but he is not against all of you currently.
Okay. And I'm going to end off by heckin'. I'm going to be on limits once.
Okay. You will get back all 4 of your AP.
Yeah, and I'm going to lay down 3 solid chords. Gonna heckin' get out my pen real quick. I'm gonna put it here.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna lay one down back here.
That is a very good placement. You still have 1 AP after putting all 3 down.
Right. That is correct.
I run forth and punch the king.
While invisible, I go forward behind the king and cut his head off with the master swords like it's scissors.
Oh my god. What a hero. A true champion of Hyrule.
True champion of Hyrule.
I don't know if there's anything
We
else.
will rename Hyrule to
like,
France after beheading our king.
We can't let this happen. Above all else, we cannot let this happen.
I melt down the 2 master swords into the master guillotine.
Oh.
Obra, do you have anything that you want to do? I don't think so. I think.
You can hold on to it for another reaction if you'd like.
Sure.
I will make sure that is there. You also technically have these other 3 here, I think.
I thought I expended those, which is why I moved
if you
them.
did, then we can get rid of them. I don't know. They were over here, so I assumed.
I don't know what past me was thinking.
We are gonna move to the next round, which is the Castle Knights. Currently, 2 of the Castle Knights have their wits about them. One of them is dazed, however, which does mean the other 2 Castle Knights, the other 3 Castle Knights, are going to go in. Old Man Jenkins is going to make his way over.
Bitch.
That is true. The solid cord will knock Old Man Jenkins.
It knocks all enemies in that vicinity prone.
Because it is enemies, and you saw what happened with Kemba. It's up to you if you want Kemba to get hit.
No, the ones that have their minds about them right this moment, I'm excluding.
Okay. Well, the thing with it is, Kemba technically doesn't, but they are listening to a captain. In fact, I'm going to change theirs to, like, red.
Gray.
Gray. Or
Gray?
red, that works.
We'll do that. Do you want him to be prone or not?
Sure.
Bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
Falls on his bum. It's fine.
Unfortunately, that means that Old Man Jenkins will not be able to do anything this round. He will stand, but that is it. Because he does not have a lot of shit he can do. The Knights are great, but most of their stuff is using knight techniques, not really offensive fighting or nimbleness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They cannot also throw their spear, for they will get rid of the weapon if they do so.
Hera Quakeman will go. So will Hera. Both of them. Blah! Blah!
And what about
They will go to
Blaze?
stand. I will get to that. Blaze, unfortunately, is going to roll. Because as a Donu, he has an advantage against being knocked prone.
Oh, did Thunder also roll?
Thunder was
not
out of the way.
close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might be misunderstanding the range of these things then.
How much did it say?
If an enemy moves within 3 squares of the cord.
Oh, let me look then. Let me make sure
So
that
I
I'm correct.
think he is in the range, actually.
Yeah, let me make sure here. 3 branches of cord. It flows outward, giving effects to any ally within 3 strokes of cord and knocking all enemies. Yes. So he will also have to roll.
That is actually
Sick.
sizable.
Oh yeah, solid
It's
cord has
pretty-
been great.
Pretty chonky.
I
It's
will
one
say
of my
this.
favorite abilities.
I will say this. Theodore is completely immune. He's a ghost. He cannot be knocked on his ass. We are gonna
He has
roll
no
for
feet.
both Blaze and Thunder. Because they will have a way of potentially getting away with this.
That could hit the king from where it was. That's crazy.
Most of this room could be
Thunder.
covered by
Thunder
these.
is on his feet. Blaze is not.
Sick.
Blaze, we'll have to get to Blaze's turn to see what they do with it. Both Quakeman and Hera will have to stand, and again, they don't have a lot of things as far as movement or anything is concerned, so they actually cannot move from where they are after standing. We're gonna go to the next in the initiative, because all of them, actually, no. Harold has his mind about him.
Yep.
Harold is going to look around. Harold is going to assess the situation as he's like, all right, what can I do that isn't going to immediately get me killed? He could go to protect the king, but I don't think that he, with all of his stuff being sent away, will think that you guys are actually fighting him. Harold is going to make his way over to Oldman, and he will start to clash spears with him. He is going to keep Oldman there. At the end of Harold's turn, however, there is going to be a roll.
Okay, come on, Harold. I believe in you.
Harold is not taken back over, but Harold is dazed.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
He has to fail that again to be taken over.
Where's Kumar when we need him?
Harold, as he goes over and clashes spears with Oldman, you see for a moment a bit of a fatigue wash over him as he stumbles back, but he is not seeming to turn his spear upon you. He has to fail that one more time. We will go to Faraday, who currently is dazed. We're going to roll for them to not be dazed any longer. And then afterwards, we will roll to see if they get re-dazed or not. Because I'm betting you 5 billion. Oh my God.
Oh.
5 billion mystery points.
What does that mean, God?
Faraday has a really high will. Their spirit is like the highest in this room, probably. Except for maybe Gallon. And they just failed.
Oh.
Faraday, unfortunately, is going to go back to being taken over. Because they were dazed whenever it happened. Faraday seems to shake off the magic for a moment. You see, as they came to for a second, they looked to you and said, Ronan, but then a anger goes over their face once more as they pull out what looks to be one of their silver scimitar-like weapons as they seem to be taken over again. That is unfortunate.
Faraday, please.
Faraday is probably, out of everybody in this room at least, Faraday is probably the most dangerous. So Faraday, that is their turn. We're gonna go to Blaze and Thunder. Blaze is gonna stand. As Blaze stands, they will not be able to move very far, but they are going to move. They will move their 2 squares, and they will also dash with their 1 action. They will get up to Marco, but they do not have anything to do with Marco. They raise their blade.
They also can't see him.
Right! They won't go to Marco. They're gonna go to Obera.
Oh, so you've chosen death, I see.
You see for a second, they sort of plow into Marco's space, but then fall backwards and then turn to Obera and raise their weapon.
Oh, fun.
However, they cannot do anything this round because they only have the action and the dash if they did. As we will then go to the next in the initiative, which is the boy, Hosier. Hosier, upon seeing this, is going to immediately make his way over to where we didn't go for Thunder.
What? Yeah, what's that bitch doing?
Thunder was not hindered by the explosion. Thunder is going to get his full movement. As Thunder leaves Harold's square, I'm going to roll for Harold, because he is somewhat aware of what's going on. He will not be able to stop him, unfortunately. Thunder is going to get right up to Gorthos, and he is going to raise his weapon. Gorthos, you are going to be attacked.
Oh boy. Let me think here.
As Thunder raises their weapon, they will bring it down upon you.
I'm pretty sure I'm about to get slammed. I don't think I can disarm him. My AC's 12. He's a wizard.
Gorthos, you will take 2 damage as he
Ow.
slams this blade down onto you. You feel that as it happens, you should have taken more damage. You've seen Donu in battle. You know that they're more capable than this. You feel like as he is being taken control of, he is not at his full strength. He will, however, with his full attack action, attack you one more time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on. You're set
What's his
12?
modifier? Yeah.
That's still a hit.
Hey.
Sorry. I
Hard to
tried.
miss.
It's very hard to miss you with your 12.
I don't have actual. You know what's funny about the wizard body? He doesn't have equipment.
Oh, that's true.
See?
Oh.
You need to get those jorts, dude.
Get some
Yeah.
jorts.
I need money to go shopping. I have no money.
Also, I love that I have the reverse AC that you do. That's
Very funny.
Gorthos, you get attacked twice. As that happens, we are then going to go to Hosier. Hosier is going to immediately try to disarm Blaze. What you thinking?
Can they be disarmed? I thought they were knights.
Again, they currently are not anything.
Oh.
Actually, even then, Blaze and Thunder aren't knights. Blaze and Thunder are warriors.
Oh shit. That was a misconception.
It'd be really funny to see the wizard body disarm something.
They're gonna have a bit of a roll on their hands though, because it is going to be plus their physique. That's gonna be pretty bad, but I believe in Hosier.
I believe in my boy.
Okay. If you don't do it, you automatically fail.
That just barely does it. Hosier beats him by 1.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
As that happened, Hosier goes at where Blaze is. He sticks his blade underneath where he is about to strike down Obra, twists it and tosses it to the side. As he does, I thought a king's loyal knight would not be as easy as you are. As he does this, he's gonna go for an attack.
Bonk him on the head.
Non-lethal slashing damage.
That's up to Hosier.
Decapitate him non-lethally.
And unfortunately, it's not going to hit because he's a big, bulky boy. But Hosier did go and disarm him. He will have to pick up his
Suck
weapon
his dick
next
in a
round.
friend way.
Suck his dick in a friend way, yeah. We're gonna go to Z.
Do it,
As
Z.
Z looks around at everyone, Z is going to immediately see that Blaze and Thunder are getting things here. They're gonna go forward. They're gonna try to get Thunder to stop being taken over. We don't want you taken over anymore. Stop that.
Stop having your mind be closed.
Stop having your mind be closed.
Open your mind.
Open your mind.
Stop having it be closed.
That is going to be.
Gun to the...
They're going to roll against they're going to roll against the Gerudo Queen instead of the Gerudo Queen rolling their resistance. Z is going to have a +4 on this. Z has to beat a 16.
I believe in Z.
You can do it.
That is a 9. It's okay. Z is going to try one more time.
Hang on, Z. Hang on, Z. Have a dice.
Roll it.
Roll that
All
shit.
out.
Come on.
Oh,
Fuck.
Unfortunate. Z didn't fucking need it.
It's also used because it's the hero dice.
Z didn't fucking need that shit. Z's already a hero.
Nice.
As Z will go forward, they will not be dazed like they were from the song, because Z can basically just remove the fuck out of this. That will mean that they will have to fail twice in order to be taken over again. But Thunder is free.
Oh, so he's still going to be making rolls though.
He will still be making rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the spell, unfortunately, the way the spell is not able to be removed from them because it's just going to be reapplied. The way I can't explain it more than that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's a unique kind of magical bullshit that we've not seen.
It's because of how it's on them. But we'll get to that whenever you guys learn more about it. As for a second, Thunder looks around. He looks back toward the king. He looks towards you guys. He sees his blade like crossed with Gorthos, and he goes, champion. You have to protect us. Right.
Voice from nowhere.
I will. He's just looking at Gorthos, thinking it's Gorthos. He will turn away from Gorthos and point his blade toward someone. He's like,
He points it to Theodore.
He will do the dog thing where he barks at everybody. That is these two actions. We are going to go to the castle soldiers, a lot of which are not going to do much. Currently, these two have to stand. As Holly starts to make their way over, Kimba, who is currently under orders to stop, sees Holly going forward and is going to cross swords with Holly. 2-2. I will have both of them roll. Kimba beats him as he crosses blades with his fellow soldier. What do you mean? What are you doing? We were told to back down. The king told me to attack. No! And then they look to the king like, did the king tell us to attack? Maybe I should. No, they're fine. The other two soldiers over here will get up from their proneness, and they will step. They will go to attempt to cross swords with the captains. Unfortunately, they do not have anything to do this round because they had to stand up and move. Finally, Hector, who is the only one out of all of them that wasn't knocked prone, will go, yeah, toward Oldman. As he will cross blades with Oldman. Oldman has the advantage. Oldman, unfortunately, will not be stopped. However, he was already stopped, so it doesn't really matter. But he will not be impaired by Hector. I will now roll for all of these guys to see if they get dazed. Only 3 of them, actually, because one of them is technically already taken over, but he's having a time. Unfortunately, the 3 soldiers that were going to get in the way of things begin to lose focus. They begin to wobble slightly, but they're not taken over yet. You guys hear splashes.
Oh no.
As 2 Zora soldiers. Not you. What are you doing here? You're fucking out. You see what appears to be a familiar face. 2 familiar faces jump out from the waters.
No.
You see Piers, the hunter from the River Zora, and you see Knuckles, the knight from the Sea Zora. As they jump out, the 2 of them will go forward and then immediately have to worry about the big boosh.
Eat shit.
However, they are on the field at this point. You guys still hear splashing as if more are coming. They were unfortunately in different parts of the castle. At least, unfortunately for them. They cannot get close enough to do anything for themselves. They will attempt to move forward after standing up, but they only have the 1 movement left. So they are still several little bits away from Polo at this point. Speaking of Polo, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Currently,
I just went to
2
look at
Zora showed themselves behind you.
Yeah, I just went to look and I found this stuff right here. I don't know what this is. Was this from last session?
Where's it at?
This stuff right here by this weird number 3. Like this.
Yes, that was the things that you were supposed to allocate.
Well, just wanted to make sure. Well, I'll figure that out in a bit. So. I'll figure that out in a bit.
Yeah, the 3
But,
was your last initiative. We don't have to worry about those anymore, though. We're going to do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I see.
If you decide
that...
halfway in the combat that you want to increase one of your stats by 2, just go ahead. You have a max of 7, though.
Yeah. So we're gonna. I see that right behind us are some Zora boys coming in.
Yep, they got knocked on their ass and have slowly got to their feet. You recognize Piers as one of the ones that had tried to go with you in the hunter in the hunter challenges. Whenever they were like, "Oh, you're doing really good," blah 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 blah, and had gone with you to the Sun Temple. But he is currently looking just like the others with a bit of a loyalty in their eye to protect their king, but unfortunately that means bad things for you.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I don't know how good Ophies are at healing mental mental stuff, but if they're already you said they're kind of, wait, are they prone?
They're getting up.
You said they're knocked on their butt.
Yeah, they're getting up.
They're getting up. Not before an Ophi eats both of them.
You want to try to use 2 of your Ophies to just engulf them?
Just
okay.
Yes.
This is not something we have written, I think, on your Ophies for their actual things.
We can try.
Oh no, this is something that I 1,000,000,000% know Ophi can do. Yeah, fuck this. All right, we're gonna have Ophi roll me for their instinct, please, which is going to be a +5.
Instinct with +5.
Instinct.
For each Ophi, right?
For each Ophi, yes.
I'm going to just roll these 2d20s. Wow. Okay, never mind.
That is only 2 of your Ophis. We have 1 more if you'd like to try to use another one.
We will try the head Ophi.
Head Ophi will attempt to do so as well. We'll count these as each of their attacks. Unfortunately, you find that the musculature of the Zora, they are a little bit bigger than the regular people that have been engulfed so far, other than Ronan, as well as it looks like the silver weaponry of the Sea Zora was able to somewhat keep one of the Ophis at bay, and the sheer strength of Piers, who is a seasoned monster hunter, was able to keep them at bay as well. The 2 of them throw them back. You can attempt to make more Ophis and try again if you'd like, but right now it looked like they threw them off.
Okay.
We're gonna go to a different song. We're gonna go to this song.
Let's see. Let me.
Oh, that's too big. We're gonna go this song.
Let me also roll for Gallon's casts. I forgot to do that. He gets 1.
Gallon, you have 1 cast of things you can do until Polo is targeted by things. Okay, Gallon, what is the one thing you want to do? Fireball!
It's like, what? Oh, if it didn't work.
I'll also remind you because of the card you have here, the other people can see this now. The peeps at home can see this. You do have access to all of any of Gallon's rights.
Yeah.
I think this is the is this the old one? Hold on. This may be the old one that I made, because I don't think it has the things on there that explain that a bit better. You have the new one. I think this one is old one though.
Okay.
Yes. So this explains it a bit better. You have access to any Gallon's right without using an ability cast. So this is something you can do on your turn with your actions. However, the rights still come from Gallon. So if you'd like to, you can tell Gallon to use any of his rights, but it will cost an action from you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I would probably say, probably a wind burst.
Yeah.
To knock them away. Push them back.
Yep. You can try to push them back into the water.
Yeah.
Gallon turns. Gallon will move back toward where you are. He will put a hand out toward one of them. Because I believe he can only target one person with the wind burst at the moment. Magical wind can be used always against an opponent. Yes. You have to choose one of the 2.
I
I
feel
will
like
say
Piers might be
out of both of them, this one is the one that seemed the most able to fight against your Ophies.
Yeah, no, again, like this, Piers seems like he might be too bulky to push back, so it would be Knuckles. You push back Knuckles.
Gallum will get in front of you. He will then go to cast a gust over toward where Knuckles is using his one cast. Gallum will roll me for magic, which is a +7, please.
+7. 15.
Oh, that
+7
is
is 22.
22. That is going to be a hit. That will do some damage. That will do, because he does not have a wind thingy, that will still only do the one damage. However, success, the winds may push the opponent toward this. Resilience roll DC 15. I'm going to roll for them. Because Gallon is using wind magic, they will have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Can they beat a 15 with a disadvantage? They cannot. One of them was a nat 20, though.
Whoa.
Luckily, they had disadvantage. Gallon turns to Knuckles as Ophi attempts to engulf them. Knuckles fights against it, and then as soon as he slices toward Ophi and Ophi backs away, a large gust of wind knocks him back into the water. You just hear, "Whoop!" The last time you guys saw Knuckles was during the water temple stuff. He was one of the ones near with them.
Yeah.
Been a while.
We still have three things from Polo.
3 things?
Yep, because the Ophies all do their own thing, and that was a
Oh.
Gallon thing.
Okay, no, that's fair. We're gonna make Orion go big.
Orion go big. Okay, definitely can do that.
B.
Look at him jiggle.
Got the jiggling fever.
Make Orion go big.
You see
And-
Gallon like looking smug, and then Orion goes big, and Gallon also gets knocked back. Like, ah!
Just out of the nowhere, big wolf. She will command Orion to heckin' wrestle Piers into the water. Non-lethally, of course.
Orion has one action he can do on his own. So Orion goes forward. He will use his attack to grapple. Is that fine?
Grapple. Yeah.
I'd like you to roll me for Orion's physique, which I believe in his big form, I think it's an 8. Let me look.
He's fat.
+4. Yes, it is an
Chunky
8
boy.
for him when he's in big form.
He's a chunk. Fat pupper. 19.
I don't think Piers can, and that's crazy for a River Zora who's been given extra physique from a magic ritual. Yeah. Piers is just completely, as he fought off the Ophi and the wind goes by him, Orion tackles and grabs Piers in his mouth and claws, and is just holding him down.
I like to imagine it's not even that he recognizes Pierce, he's licking him as if they're actually being like dangerous.
He's just a big baby.
Polo still has all of their actions.
Alrighty.
If you'd like to, you can use your actions to command Orion to do things. Orion could technically try to drag Piers away, but you don't know exactly how great that is, but he can technically do that.
It's that thing of like right now with Polo, the only thing she can do is use her bow, and that's kind of lethal. So,
Hard to be non-lethal with a bow.
We need to get you
non-lethal
to
with a-
use your pan more. Just wield that that bonkin pan.
she's not carried that thing around since like the start of Castletown
Polo cast
because it's
iron.
fucking bad.
Hand proficiency.
Cat.
Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Let's see.
You could use your turns again to drag Piers away if you'd like. If you use all 3 of your turns, that's gonna be pretty far.
Yeah, I'd say it's just getting Piers out of there.
Yeah. All right. When it comes to Orion usually can make, I believe, 6 squares of movement, but as a big guy, that's essentially 8 for you guys.
I was gonna say, can she also, like, instead of, like, using each action to just drag him further, can we just put them all together so Orion can fucking throw him?
Yeah, he's throw. If you'd like to try to throw him, I would have you roll physique because he is a big creature.
Yeah.
So you can either get him away 24 squares by dragging him with Orion, or you can try to throw him, and we'll see how far depending on the roll.
Just fucking. I can't remember. It's like that one sport where they have like the really heavy ball and they have to fucking like
shot put.
spin around. And...
yeah. Roll me that +8.
All right, let's go, poppers. Come on, pop up. Handball. That is a 6. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Come on, Poppy. That's a fucking 10. You know, it's an 8 physique, so it's still an 18.
It's still an 18. I will roll for them. We'll see how far they go. This is oh, that's very low. We are gonna say that this is Orion using up your actions. Is that fine?
Yeah, I'm fine
with him basically twirling around with one action, twirling around with another, and then releasing with the third. We're gonna say that they're not gonna go the full 24 squares away because it is not. You did not get like extremely high, but he will be going off map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His movement is, if he sprints, he's gone for at least 2 turns.
Alrighty.
You hear on the other side of the drawbridge, there's just a thud down the stairs, and you hear a different soldier like go ah! as a Zora falls from the sky and collides with him.
Oof.
That is gonna be Polo's turn.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Gorthos.
Ow. He forgives you, Rocket. That hurt.
Rocket.
Thunder, blaze, pain.
I'm sorry.
Blinding pain.
I didn't mean to.
No, you did. He appreciates the effort.
I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. He's okay. Okay. Let's take a moment to assess our situation here. Faraday's angry, Hera's angry, Harry's angry, Theodore is gonna do something, I'm sure. Jenkins is there. Holly. Blaze is still fucking mad. But disarmed. Okay. I don't have a whole lot right now.
You could try to knock some people out. Again, I'm going to assume that anything you guys can do that within reason can be non-lethal. Within reason, again. Like, if you're using arrows, I'm going to say that's going to be very hard to non-lethal. But other things than that are within reason can be non-lethal.
I have all my uses of Dispel right now.
You could try to remove the dazed condition off of the king, or you could try to remove the spell off of Faraday. Again, she will most likely just go straight back to being dazed, but you could try.
It's better than attacking us.
I would like to dump. Let's see. Magic spells equal the bonus to the levels they use. Well, first levels 1, 2. This is a verse not generated equal most spell level to cancel out spells bound panel, canceling this way, such as physical presence.
You unfortunately don't know the spell level. But at the same time,
never stopped me before.
Exactly.
Let's just dump all 3. It's gonna be a big one.
Are you using all 3? Who are you using it on?
I think I should probably use it on the king.
You can definitely do so.
Dazed.
I will say with 3, you definitely have a good shot at this.
I have fucking 4 magic. Let's go.
Yep. Roll me magic. They will roll an opposed magic check. So whoever has higher will be the victor.
18.
That's very good. They also have a +4.
Don't get 14, then.
I'll try not to.
Get anything else.
I'll try not to. Hey!
You're fun.
You
I win.
see the king look forward, their dazed condition completely repelled, as they shake their head like, what did I do? What's happening?
The entire castle's been witched by the Gerudo chief.
The Gerudo chief? What?
Call them down! Call them up!
We will see what happens on King Magnus's turn. You have 2 more actions.
Let's see. I've run out of dispels, but I've not run out of things. I guess.
I might be out of spells from not enough options. Pulls out the glove.
Well, it's unfortunate. I gotta pull out the ancient magics of Hyrule.
The
in
ancient
past.
Glock.
The ancient
He
glove.
just pulls out like a Zonai fucking Glock. He never thought he'd have to use this again.
Depending on what King Magnus
Okay.
can do, you guys might skip over a certain encounter, and that will be very funny for me.
I suppose. Magic shield. It talks about blocking magical attacks and such.
Oh!
But
Mm-hmm.
can I create a magic shield to defend against the reapplication of mental effects?
You sure can fucking try.
Oh,
Who would you like to cast a magic shield on?
Magnus. For one.
You do have 2
Uh,
magic shields. I wouldn't worry about using the second one yet. The first one may fail. Roll me an opposed magic check again.
Come on.
Hang on, before you do, put whatever you can into it.
Oh,
We
we have
got
a
all
whole pile.
those.
We have a pile here.
We have a fuck ton of those things.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Should I?
This is not a
Would this
danger.
count as a
This
di-
is not a dangerous thing. It's not a reckless
Yeah.
thing. You're trying to
not
protect
reckless.
somebody.
Damn.
Aw.
It's fine. You got this.
It's
I
fine.
believe in you.
Damn you, blank spaces.
I believe in you.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Come on.
That's a nat 1!
Get fuck! I'm the best wizard.
You see,
Nice.
as you move forward, you go forward toward Magnus. You place this magic shield that would normally go against on yourself or anything. You place it on King Magnus. A shell of magic surrounds them. As it happens, you hear from the others around, like, "Stay away from King Magnus!" Blah, 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 blah. Rabble, rabble, rabble. But yes, he will have a magic shield around him. We'll see how that interferes with it. That is a
Hey,
very
Nico.
good thing there. What's up?
There you go. Can I use my reaction for the round to spread the allies' magic to Faraday?
You fucking sure can.
You can do that. That's right.
You sure fucking can.
I
roll
had
me,
other ideas for this, but I'm like, that's even better.
roll me an opposed magic check.
I don't remember the last time I even used.
You
magic
are gonna
shield.
have a less likely chance than Gorthos at fulfilling this,
Mhm.
but it's only by 2. They only have 2 more than you.
Anyway, how many of these could we put into them?
You can use
again?
as many as you want. The pluses
Oh.
add, but the
Heroes
doubles
just the
do
flat.
not.
Yeah.
That would be silly. Oh.
You will double and add 2. So that is gonna be a
Nice.
+6 you'll have against this.
I'll have a +6. Come on, roll like shit on my dice, you bitch.
Oh, was that the roll you did?
That's a 2,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's
That is
still
an 8.
That's still 8.
That is an 8.
I ain't.
Oh boy.
I can beat her with an 8.
It's improbable.
You are.
It's
It can happen.
Not
I'm
one.
invisible. You can't sense this happening.
You just beat them with an 8.
Yes.
Let's fucking
It goes to
do
Faraday. Faraday is not removed from this. Faraday is dazed. As Faraday
Oh.
looks as if they're about to go over to protect Magnus, you see the magic that Marco pours into this seem to make the shell go wide and protect Faraday as well, as Faraday is currently protected from that magic spell. We'll see how it interacts with it when we get to Faraday and King Magnus's turn. You have one more thing you can do, Gorthos.
Technically, I
That
have
was
two, but that's
that
not
was so clutch. That was very
such
clutch,
a good
Marco.
move.
That was unreasonable.
I love having
Oh,
weird
yeah.
abilities.
You guys
I'm out of dispels.
keeping Faraday out of the fight is very good for you. Out of everyone here, Faraday is
He's
the only
scary.
person who can maybe fight you guys on equal terms.
Yeah, I don't
She
like
is
that.
literally the only one I'm afraid of.
Yeah. Now I'm out of dispel uses,
Yes.
but
You have one more shield, but you can hold on to that if you wish.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
I still have a couple actions left.
You have
Technically, I have.
you have 2. And technically 5, but you have 2.
Yeah.
What you over there thinking about, Ron? Oh, we'll get to you in a
Nothing.
second, Ronnie.
Keep going.
Yeah,
I'm just
I-
thinking out loud. Sorry.
I'm thinking of.
This is fun. I like
can
this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's been so long since I actually be a wizard, so this is interesting for me. Can I? Let me think. Can I? I have 2 ideas. Is it possible to pull Doritos from other abilities back into Dispel?
You can do that with certain abilities, but not with Dispel.
Not Dispel.
Yeah. You have certain abilities that are like, you can use any Dorito for it, but Dispel is not one of them,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Devoted Smite does that. My other
If you go further
question.
into your magic stuff, maybe you can figure that out. That might be something to talk to
Yeah.
either Galen or Obera about.
There's a lot now that I've lost my go-to. My other. I have another
Speaking of
question
which,
before-
actually, you're in the castle right now.
Yeah.
Gorthos, roll me experience.
Oh, I'm in the castle. Yeah. Sure.
This is where
Yeah, fuck
this
it.
is where this body is from.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dark
hell
Wizard.
yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, oh,
So
this,
that's
this
8, 6. That's a plus 16.
we'll see. We'll see if you make it. It might.
I know.
It'll be a
Yeah.
little hard.
You might need a 37 to live.
You
Yeah.
might need a 37 to live.
You barely made it. I'm not even gonna count what that is. Anyway, so
Cool.
as you do find that all of this seems oddly familiar to you. As you are casting magic, as you're looking about at everything here, you do find that there is a very rough thing coming from the back of your head. Again, all this seems very familiar. You look around, for a moment you see the guards fighting each other, and it flashes to what you can only see as your allies turning into what looks like demonic beings. It seems as if you are being reminded of the demon invasion that had happened years prior. However, upon that being said, a chill goes down your spine as you begin to remember something that you might have forgotten. I would like you to roll me for your spirit, please, to see if you can be reminded of a certain thing that may or may not be troubling for you.
Is it the crying hole?
Like you probably might need
to
it.
go to the crying hole.
You
after
might need the
this.
crying hole after this. Yes.
You might
So
need the
that's-
crying hole. Yes.
That is a
so
7
this is
altogether. You're gonna get plus 7.
Also, it was 31 earlier.
I thought it was an 8.
Well, no, because you double and then you add the 1.
Oh, okay.
That is a.
9, so 16.
You start to think back to the person who taught you your magics, and then you look around at
Oh.
everybody here, and you're like, "Oh no, they're probably here, and that means they're probably on their way." You are reminded of the demon that had taught you your magics, Sargus.
Uh-oh.
If everyone in the castle is taken over, he might be as well. I will not have a debuff I was gonna have thrown onto you guys in a little bit.
Oh boy.
Do you want to tell your allies about this?
He just casts a bubble and all that, and he freezes for a second, and he just spins around to the others. Oh, he forgot Sargus is here.
Uncle?
Oh no.
You guys look toward the area that would lead down to the dungeons. As you do hear footsteps coming from that direction.
But would he really be taken over?
Who knows, man?
Would
He may be
really
too
by
powerful. I mean,
himself?
maybe it doesn't work on demons of that power. Who knows?
Let's find out.
This is good. I was going to have a surprise round on you guys if he showed up.
Cool.
Now that you guys
Awesome
know he might
footsteps.
show up, I'm not going to have you guys have a surprise round.
That would have been
Cool,
really
thank
bad. So Sargus taught this one magic. Interesting. Sargus is a mage.
Sargus is not a mage.
He's a sorcerer, isn't he?
He is a sorcerer, yes.
Okay, interesting. That's a
Teach me your
conversation.
ways, funny demon.
Remind
It's
him
like-
of your lesson. Anyway.
Six Sargus is on his way. Quick, point me to your nearest cafeteria.
I will
Give me
give.
all of the Wonder Bread.
I will give the bread.
Quick, just toss a baguette down the stairs.
Go. Keep throwing.
Do you have anything else you want to do, Gorthos? You could hold
I
on to
was
your
gonna
actions
ask-
for reactions if you'd like. You've already had a very good turn.
There's one thing I want to try.
What's
I
that?
want to ask you about trying. Because I can't help myself, and I'm wearing Majin's face. I want to fuck with time a little. Can I don't know if I've asked this before. I feel like I'm getting actual deja vu. Can I time medallion myself to get my dispel charges back and cast it again?
I gave it to you once. We're not doing that.
Okay, so it did happen before. I completely
It did
forgot.
happen before. I was allowing that to happen before because cool.
It was cool.
But at the
But
at the
okay.
same time, I feel like
I
if
have
I
to
let you do
try.
that all the time, it'd be bad.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be a terrible idea. You would regret it for the rest of your life. He is going to not use Seal the Gun. There's not much he can do.
You can
but,
hold on to your actions if you'd
yeah.
like.
You can hold on to the rest of them for now.
Okay. We will say you will have, I believe, at that point, 2 other reactions. Do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
We're going to go down to the last in initiative. Oh, not the last in initiative. What am I fucking talking about? We're going to go to Theodore. Theodore is going to look around at everyone. He is going to step forward. Doop. He will move his hand toward where Kimba is. And upon doing so, he seems to phase it through Kimba. As he phases his hand through Kimba, you see him pull something from Kimba. You see some kind of a wispy, like magic, like spiritual energy come from them. As they do, Kimba stops where they are and then turns back toward all of you guys.
You fucking bitch.
Hey, Deco.
What's up?
Oh wait, no, I'm already out of reaction.
you did your reaction.
So it's my turn.
Yeah. Theodore is then going to look toward you guys. He will step over toward where Captain Harold is and do the same thing. Harold is already dazed, unfortunately for Harold, so he will turn back towards you guys.
Theodore, what the fuck is this?
Theodore can debuff people. That is the only thing Theodore can do. Theodore
Oh my God,
has
he's
no actual
debuffing them back
attacks.
to their state.
Theodore has no actual attacks. This is the only thing Theodore can do.
He is a Poe, after all.
We are going to then go toward Marco's turn.
I have something very important to ask you.
What's up?
Now that it's finally my turn.
What's up? I'm sorry you got really low on initiative.
This is fine. This gave me a lot of. This gave Marco the time to consider everything happening around him. When it comes to the fact that the spell keeps reapplying itself, when it reapplies itself, does that count as if it's being cast again for the
No.
purposes of spell curse?
It does not. Marco,
Damn it. No.
roll me for your instinct, please. You are
I will
someone who
roll
has a
for
very unique, thoughts on this ability in general.
Yeah. First, I'll roll this dice because, you know, I keep not rolling high on my dice today. There we go.
Hey.
I mean, come on. Just higher than 5. That's all I ask here.
We'll give you an 8.
Sure. 18.
That's 18. You do feel like as you step in and as you look around at everyone, you get the same feeling you had gotten back whenever you had been around the pool outside whenever everything was going on with Argo. The magic that was surrounding the pool, which you had originally thought was just Argo doing their little looky-loos. However, you feel that the magic that's surrounding this place is very similar. You're decently sure that the spell is not cast on them. The spell is just around everyone here.
Okay. So whatever, would that not then mean, in my mind, there's something here that it's emanating from?
Potentially. It's either something around is emanating from it, or the fact that there are multiple targets of this. You may either have to get rid of something that is the source, or remove all of the ones affected.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two things that come to your mind.
Because I have so many actions, I will relay this information specifically.
Yep, you can use an action to yell out to your friends. You guys get the same information as Marco. You guys find that you guys either have to remove whatever this spell is from everyone affected by it, or something in the castle or something near the castle is the source of this.
Source. Like a ritual circle? Trap.
I guess however many actions that would take.
I'll just say it's one.
Would you just say 2?
I'll say one.
1? Okay. King Magnus, have you received anything physical from the Queen beyond that letter?
I will roll for Magnus. We receive different things from the deserts all the time, gifts every year. It could be something in the treasury. I love how that's just ingrained in my brain. It could be something in the treasury, but I don't know. That was the only message we've gotten from them in a very long time.
Thank you. That honestly, that narrows it down a lot, because it's like, all right, either something was snuck into the castle at that point, or it's just around the castle.
Faraday is going to, as you call that out, I'm going to have them roll for something that they would potentially know, but it may be a bad thing for one of you to learn. And again, I hope all of you understand that I love you, and I'm not trying to make things harder for you. Faraday will yell toward Ronan with this new information. Ronan, my mind is not my own. I need the fairy heart.
And she's currently not looking like she's possessed, so
Oh.
Okay.
With that
Ronan
being said,
yep.
From
Look
what
to her and give a
she,
nod.
From what she seems to think, and this could be wrong, this could be right, she thinks if she has the fairy heart, she will become immune from this spell.
Okay.
It's still Marco's turn.
Okay, got that. I got that.
I bet Eric's just like, I'm getting sick and tired of you taking my items away from me.
Bitch, I'm like, no, let's go for it. Let's do this.
I guess Marco will begin moving.
So take away. I gave those away. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have 2 additional squares on top of my base movement.
You're also still invisible.
I'm also still invisible, I know.
I I have a thought, but you tell me, Emerald. It's your turn. If she wants the fairy heart, and Ronan wants to give her the fairy heart, why don't you give her the fairy heart?
You're right.
You could, if you'd like.
Could I use my my reaction thing to give it to him?
Yep, I would also say that Ronan, because you are connected with Obera's magic, you and Obera are literally the only people that can see Marco right now.
Oh yeah!
Hell yeah. So Mark will come closer for one of his moves, one of his squares of movement, and
He'll quickly take them off and hand them over to you.
He'll take the fairy heart, and then
Ronan, this will mean, unless you have another person with you, you will not be able to use your sword excerpts as an action. But luckily, you always have Z, so.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And I will hand her she will see the floating fairy heart as if it was floated over to her.
I am gonna say this. I'm gonna remove Faraday's token from being an opposition token.
Oh,
I like it.
Faraday is now an ally in this fight. Faraday, as soon as they take it, as soon as they take the fairy heart, it looks as if for a moment their fins begin to rise, as if a great amount of magic force is applied upon them. The shield that was on them from before seems to look as if it strengthens. In the hands of a Zora priestess, this thing is far grander than what it was originally, because they have passed the trials of the mountain. They can pull out the true potential of any of the priestess items. As Faraday stands forward, you can almost see like a silver sheen appear around them, almost as if the silver of the lake radiates out from them, and like almost a holy glow coming from them. As this happens, they will turn their scimitar back around. They will reactively move over toward where you are, Marco, and over toward the king, and they will get into a defensive stance. They are completely your allies now.
Woo!
Ah!
So I guess that was 4 squares of movement that I just had.
Mm-hmm.
Would my max be 5 squares?
Phoenix
3?
Drop is like, so wait, Ronan's been using that thing nerfed? No, Ronan has been using that thing as it's supposed to be used. If Ronan was a priestess or went through the mountain trials, he would gain extra things from it, but that is because of different things.
How dare you? Ronan can be a priestess if he wants.
It's the current year, God.
The Zora priestess is actually a different variation on the Zora warrior.
Oh,
It is one of the specializations of the Zora warrior.
Oh, cool.
So I've used 2 actions. I think I have 1 more square of movement normally. I think if I have 5 total.
Yep.
Because of my Sheikah stuff. So I will then do
Ronan, not Ronan, Marco, while you're here, while you're around the king, would you like to just for shits and giggles roll me for your diligence?
Sure thing, DM Sama.
Just for
Sure
shits
thing.
and giggles, just for whatever, you know.
Just for whatever. Who knows? Who cares? 12 plus 6, so 18.
Marco.
What's up with the king?
No, the king's fine. King's great, actually. You do note that off in the corner of the room.
Oh,
boy.
Okay.
You're not sure what that means, but there is something off in the corner of the room that you recognize.
Well, how does the clone look at the moment? Is it amused? Is it annoyed?
The clone is always
Angry.
amused.
God damn it, Kier and Roki.
Damn it, Roki. I clock that.
You
I will
also
then
clock.
move-
Where is the other one?
Here.
Because that was a decent roll. I'll give you that. Where is the other one? Is it in this? Keep going. I'm sorry.
I will move 1 square for my final movement of my normal movement, and then I will use one of my remaining 2 actions to move again, to dash.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although I don't know how you would take me trying to move through. Oh wait, oh no. He's an ally technically.
You also
Hector's
see with that good roll that there is also another over here
Cool.
that is slightly different than than that one.
Let's see here. So I go here. So that's 1, 2. When it comes to me being invisible, Hector being an ally, can I go into a space real quick for a funny thing?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I will go into Hector's space. I will pull out my bottle of sweet vine. I will let it spill out, and I'm going to attempt to capture.
I'm gonna have Theodore roll against seeing the sweet juice fall to the ground. But if he doesn't make it, you're just gonna succeed with this.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make it, this is just how Theodore goes down.
Does he? I am currently silent. Will it have to be him visually seeing the thing hit the ground?
I'll give him disadvantage. Oh, this isn't looking good for him.
Yay.
I don't like his chances.
Theodore, as he's touching things, looks down and sees the sweet juice a little bit too late. He does see it. He looks up and sees a floating bottle right before. Ah!
Bottled.
Oh, nice.
You've obtained a Poe in a bottle.
Fuck yeah.
I will move back to my space, and
Poor
I do
Theodore.
believe that none of what I did was violent. So
I'm going to say that one was definitely an offensive action. So you are no longer invisible.
You're no longer safe in the safari.
It's fine
sir.
though. Harold already used their reaction. So
I feel so bad for Theodore right now.
it's like, ah! No, that makes sense entirely. He would not have seen you coming, and he is not in his right mind anyway. No, that just works.
Poor Theodore. At least he can come visit now.
And now I have Theodore in a box.
In case
And
of
I already
emergencies.
left my turn.
Magic bottles are great.
They're so silly.
R.I.P. Sweet Juice.
We're gonna go to King Magnus's turn. Currently, completely in use of his own actions, he will call out, "Restrain the guards! Do not let them hurt our champions!" As he calls this out, there is nodding coming from the two people you have seen before, Marco. As despite them currently being in a position of bad things, both Kira and Roki will appear in the spots that their things have taken up. Bloop, bloop. You guys can just tell by looking at them that they too are unfortunately under the spell of this. However, Sheikah do not go against a word that is said by their king. So despite being taken over, the two of them are going to start attacking some boys on their turn. Which, by the way, let me go ahead and add these two to the rounds. Theodore, get out of here. You're not here. Don't worry about you guys. Where are you at?
Piss off, Ghost.
Piss off, Ghost. No, don't worry about that one.
I got a
I
jaw
don't worry about that one.
Yeah.
I don't worry about that one. Okay,
That's what's
Roki.
inside.
We will put them, because they are currently not a problem and will only activate on the king's turn anyway. We'll put them below the king. This round they're going to prepare to go at things, but they are, as of this moment, unless King Magnus goes under again, they're at this moment on your guys' side. King Magnus will have to roll. He will have advantage Or I guess the spell effect will have disadvantage because of the shield.
He's also near Faraday.
Oh,
He is still of his own mind.
Sick.
The shield is the only thing that kept him that way, though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We're gonna go top of the initiative, as we do. Not you. You guys see, coming from the halls, 2 other fighters approach the area. 2?
Hey, Nico,
What's up?
the magic shield says it does retaliatory damage if it's attacked by anything.
I'm gonna say them being in a different part of the region will make it to where they are immune to that.
Fair. I just thought I'd bring it up. Just in
You
case
see,
it was like,
from the
just in
2
case.
entrances of this place, the elite soldiers will make their way in.
oh crap.
They will not do anything on this initiative, but the 2 elite soldiers that have gone through the trials of the Rito have made their way in. We're gonna go to Ronan.
Oh,
Currently, Ronan, you are unable to perform your thing as an action. However, if you get Z back to you or go to Z, you can then get the ability to do that again. That is up to you whether or not you think Z should be helping you or doing their thing.
yeah. I mean, we gotta kind of get a move on towards wherever the fuck this thing is, right? So,
Again, you feel like with what Marco said, potentially getting it off of everyone might be something that gets the effect off of them.
yeah. I don't know how this thing is working exactly, so I'm gonna try something, and because this is something that Ronan's been thinking about, so he's gonna do it. And it's kind of specific. The last time he used the Nocturnal Shadow, he wanted to he was trying to remove a hold over someone.
Yep.
He wants to try doing it again. He's gonna get over to Z, to have him help out.
Okay, so you're gonna have Z help you out.
Yes.
All right,
For this once, anyway.
I'll remove Z from the combat for this round.
Okay.
They will continue to do their thing once they're no longer helping you.
Mm-hmm.
But they will agree to do your thing. You out of everybody here can see Z just like with Marco.
Yeah. And rather than removing a hold over someone, Ronan wants to try removing, because he wants to try removing the memory of the Queen's visage from as many minds as he can.
You can definitely attempt to do that. You know for a fact that unfortunately several people here may be unaffected by it.
Yeah.
You're not sure about the Sheikah, but currently they're not a problem.
Yes. He's gonna focus on people that are actively problems right now.
Okay.
So he's gonna do hacking.
You can do up to 6 people.
You, and you.
I will say
no,
you probably
there's
shouldn't
2
do
more.
Thunder.
Oh, right, because he's immune.
He is immune to the Nocturne of Thunder.
Right, yeah, and
Or
Ronan would
Nocturne
know
of Shadow.
that because
Yeah.
he just tried.
Yeah.
I'm still holding the bottle.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Theodore.
You over
Theodore's out.
there, the Royal Guard, and So that's
You can
1,
add
2,
two more.
3, 4. 2 more. So you and you.
All right.
May I use my reaction to spread the song to more people?
The song is
or
not a
can
spell.
that be a spell?
Yeah. The song
Okay.
is not a spell, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
As Z and you start playing the Nocturne, I will have each of them roll. We'll once again have it in order from left to right. Oh no, that's a nat 20 from Oldman.
That's not good.
You find when you do this with your action this round, it doesn't seem to be different from you using it the other way.
Okay.
That being said,
Good to know.
You do bring Captain Harold back once more. Let me go ahead and make him with the other base. You bring Captain Harold back once more. It looks as if that is the only one, however. All the
Okay.
other ones have made it.
Worth a shot. With that being the case,
It seems that the Visage was only the trigger of the ability.
gotcha. We're figuring shit out. We're learning.
Yep. All of I will say this. Remember these things, because all of this shit will be very useful soon.
Oh yeah. You think I'm not gonna fucking write every single thing down that happened today?
Somebody has to, and I'm lazy right now.
I guess we gotta get to the treasury then.
Ronan, roll me for your Royal Say experience.
Oh no.
I know it's bad for you, but that just means if you get really good, maybe I'll be happy.
double
Maybe I'll be
my
lucky for you.
proficiency now.
If you use it on something you have a negative on, I just give you a +1. So you can
I mean,
use
a
it if you'd
+1's better
like.
than a negative.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, go ahead then.
That's
An 18
that's a
minus
good
this is
roll.
16. Ronan, you try to think back to what this could be. What could be the thing that is doing this to them? If the Visage was the trigger, then what was the source? If them seeing the Visage of the Queen or the Chief was the trigger, what did they see it in?
That motherfucker had a pictograph. Oh.
Oh.
That's mean. That is a fucked up ability. What the fuck?
It is up to
We're all
you
thinking
what
the
you
same
want.
thing, right?
It is up to you with whatever you want to think of with
No
that
idea.
information.
What are you thinking, Ron?
I'm thinking it's the pool outside
I'm
that we
thinking
made
it
for
was-
Argo.
I think it might have been the
Oh.
last side.
I think
'Cause Argo
all the
used that-
water.
I don't think we have an anti-water spell.
You have an anti-water weapon.
It's true.
You can make it dry.
You can.
We gotta get to the basin outside. And he'll shout that to the party.
Do you want to
And
start
with
making your
that-
way out?
Yeah, he's gonna first before he does that though, he's going to hecking cast invisibility on some people.
Okay. Who are those people?
Gonna do it on Hosier,
Okay.
Gorthos,
All right.
and Marco.
Good.
You can definitely do so. For you with Oberah's
And-
gifts, that will be all 3 of your uses.
Yes, I am aware.
Okay.
And then Oberah is going to use her last thing to also make some people invisible.
Okay.
She's gonna use it on heckin'.
Either way, someone's not gonna be invisible.
Someone's not gonna be invisible. She's gonna use it on. That's right.
What would Obera do?
What would Obera do? That's a good question. Or rather, instead of using invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Consider.
This is the one. This is the right one. She can heckin' teleport people, but that's only a very short distance, right?
Yeah. She can do it for herself and go much further, but again, as I mentioned, she will hardly ever do that.
And levitate moves very slowly, right?
Yes.
So, I had a very funny idea if you would like to hear it, Eric.
Levitate will basically have them go half movement, but they can move in any direction.
Yeah. What's up?
So, I don't know how night card movement for people's works, but if she could teleport herself far distances with that, you could have her take the heat lantern from Gorthos and teleport to the pool outside.
Yeah.
Would she leave? Would she leave all of you though?
But would she leave all of us? Though?
Which, I mean, I feel like, would she?
I will say it would be against her nature to leave the fight. But
Okay.
if you want to try to convince her, you can try. Basically, I need you to, as Ronin, roll me for a charm check. Because again,
Of course, that's
her
just a
leaving you
suggestion.
behind is something where she's like, if I'm not here and they get hurt, something they would be bad at themselves. So if you want them to
He
do something
will-
like that, you will have to roll for it.
He will try.
Roll me charm.
It's a cool thing that I thought of, and I hope you don't mind that I gave you that suggestion.
No, that's a great idea. That's 6 plus 6, so it's a 12.
What would you say to her to convince her? We'll
Oprah, if you
determine
can
what
grab
that is from
and-
the DC there.
If you can grab the lantern and get out there, we might be able to end this in one move. Do you think you could do that?
I've never used that thing. I don't know how long it'll take me. I've mentioned to you before, but we're not very prestiged with magic items, you know.
Would you be willing to try?
Would I not be better used here? Helping people get away?
We can make it out. Trust me, please.
Obra is going to sigh. Bloop, bloop, bloop. They will immediately make their way to the invisible Gorthos that they can see. Gorthos, would you be willing to relinquish the rod?
Yeah, I think he's willing.
The heat
He has
lantern
trust.
goes out of your grasp. As it does, you guys see Obra completely disappear.
One thing before she leaves, if you'll allow it, with an additional action-y thing.
Depends.
He wanted to toss her this. Do I have this? This isn't in my. Yeah, no, he has some that are in his bag. He wants to toss her a cooling elixir.
Cooling elixir. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because she's using the thing. She would definitely need it. She looks to you as she does. keep them all here, but she disappears. Obra does not know how long it is going to take her to do this. If you get hurt, she will most likely blame herself. But we will see.
It's fine. That's not fine, but I think it will be fine ultimately. Is my statement.
It's the lesser of the several evils.
This has became, if you guys allow it, you guys buying time for Obra.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. We believe in our fish wife.
I believe in her.
If this is the source of the ability, then once the water is gone from there, potentially so is the effect.
Okay.
Now I know it's too late, but now I'm genuinely curious because I'm the only other person probably who could have also done the drying. Would that have helped?
Going and if you would make your way over toward the basin, you potentially could have.
Okay.
This is new information though. Like the entire thing, none of you would even have this if it wasn't for Marco.
Yeah.
Because this is a very strange spell.
You could start running your way over there.
You could. You also know that you
there's-
toss somebody in that direction that may or may not cause some problems for Obra.
Yeah.
That's also, yeah.
She's as
Obra leaves, I guess it's gonna like hit her in the head, just like, oh, and then she's gonna run onto Orion and just hop on his back.
We will get to you making your way out and everybody else doing whatever they're doing whenever they go. Ronan, is that you?
No, it is
What are you
not me.
doing?
I am going to
I
get...
would say with all that talk, I'm going to take one of your
nosy.
actions off.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to get over
So you have one action left of your base actions.
here a bit. Get a little closer to the gate. And I'm going to try to use Consider of Peace to try to, like, just, daze more people. I want to try to get Pierce and Knuckles in it as well.
Okay, let me read the Consider piece real quick to see if that is something that can be used in this way. Use my action and attempt emotions of those removing the effects of charm, frighten, or enragement from those who can hear the song.
I think I used it the last time, didn't I?
Not against this effect, but it is against charm, so we can use it.
Cool.
Go ahead and give me to the 2. I guess if you're using it here, go ahead and target 6 people again.
All right. You. I already marked him. I didn't delete it, so I'll get him again.
That's fine.
Hacking. Knuckles and Pierce. I don't know where he is.
Pierce is gone. He was tossed.
Oh, okay.
He potentially is closer to Obra, but he is gone at the moment.
That's a problem.
That's
But he
what
also doesn't know
that's what Polo seems to be going after.
Hmm.
There's also I will say that since this is a different song, it may affect other things. The Nocturne of Shadow is something that certain things are immune to, but not the Concerto of Peace.
All right.
Do you want to try
So
against Blaze?
Sure, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3,
It's 5,
4,
I think.
5. Is there anyone else in here that needs that? There are 2 people in here.
Yeah, there are two. There's one captain here, and there's one captain here.
Get you.
All right, I'm gonna have them all roll. It's still a DC 17.
Can I,
What's up?
as part of this, you might as well let him go for a sec, yeah. Would I be able to use my fairy blessing to give some kind of boost to this? Or to give them some kind of detriment against the save?
I would say yes, but it might be a problem to use it on that.
Might
Because
just be in vain.
I'm not saying it'd be in vain. but I am saying if you use your blessing on whatever this ability is, your blessing will probably be gone.
Oh yeah, I imagined as much.
Do you want to use this to attempt to I would say if you used it, I would say that you would succeed on these for this turn. There will be no rolls. They will all be pieced for this round.
I'll do that.
The fairy's blessing will be used. As you throw it out, you feel that Z, as well as your song itself, seems to have a more mythical energy to it. At which point, Knuckles, as they are looking as if they're trying to crawl out from the area, just sort of stops and like stares downward for a moment. You find that Blaze, as they are locked in combat with Hadar, or not Hadar, with Hosier, seems to look toward their weapon but doesn't seem to grab for it. You see that both of the elite knights, as they were ready to start swinging their weapons, they came in basically guns blazing, just sort of stand and look around as if contemplating. And both the captains seem to show some sort of understanding. Oldman Jenkins seems to like look as if they're too old for this shit. They're just a day away from retirement. I'd say all of them, at least for this round, are peace. They are at peace.
Okay.
Castle Knights will go. The only Castle Knights that are hostile towards you guys are these two. One of them is in battle with Roki, so that is not going to be good for them. I'm just going to literally put them out of combat for this encounter because there's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
The other will attempt to make their way. However, they will be met with the other soldier, as Hector will be crossing blades with Kimba. Hector will stop Kimba upon crossing blades. The other two, looking about at the different people around them, they are going to basically go start double teaming their captain. They will try to stop the captain from doing any moves whenever it comes to the captain's turn. You're going to move to Faraday. Upon having the fairy heart, Faraday is completely immune to anything that befalls them. They step forward. They pass by where Gorthos would be. At which point, they will make their way directly toward Ronan. They will put a hand on their shoulder as they pass by. They look as if they are moving extremely swiftly. They're basically going to be dashing with all of their actions. Having heard from what you guys had said with what Obera is doing, they are heading straight for Obera.
Hell yeah.
Blaze and Thunder. Blaze is completely out of it this round. They are blue.
I should probably make him fucking different color then.
Thunder will look toward where the stairs are. Having heard everything about Sargus, they're gonna go to try to block the stairs.
You
Hell
brave
yeah.
you brave fool.
Which is
Oh
very
no, he's gonna be defeated.
which is very good for us because unfortunately the next round, let me change the thing here.
You know what, Deco?
What's up?
Before he goes, I would like to take my dungeon action.
I'm going to say that because you don't know Sargus is making his way up here this round, it'll be hard for you to do anything to them, but you can do whatever you want to right now.
I will do whatever I want to right now with my 3 movement and my 1 action that I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I will, because I'm invisible, I will quite simply walk 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And from here, I would like to hand Polo a magic bottle filled with sun water. Because I believe I believe we know roughly that if she gets more sun god stuff, she can empower him, right? I think it's like something we all
The
know.
water is not something that empowers him.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah. The water
I
is
thought it was
just something.
sun god water.
No, it is. The water is something that gives, from what you remember, is something that if a monster or something else drinks it, they gain some level of intelligence.
Ah, so he can't use it to gain
smart
power
juice.
from it. Got it.
Yeah. It is not something that will empower the sun god. No.
Damn it. Oh. Well.
Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Marco would have gave it to them a lot sooner than this.
Yeah. I forgot I had it.
Is there anything
Well,
else you'd like to do?
With that said, with my movement only being 3, I think I will stay over here where I am, and I guess I will just hold on to the dungeon action as an extra reaction during the round. I don't know if that'll even help me with what I can specifically do.
You guys find stepping out from the basement, the Bishop of War makes their way up the stairs. I'm gonna add Sargus to the initiative. Polo,
Me.
you see Sargus make his way up. As he does, he looks around at each of you. There is an amount of coldness that you see from him that you have not seen before. It almost reminds you of whenever you had first met him inside of the cell. There doesn't seem to be much familiarity in his eyes toward any of you. He knows you, but it doesn't seem as if he cares at the moment.
There's that little heartbreak. Uncle, no.
I hate to do this to our boy Thunder, but there literally is no fucking way.
I have a.
What do you want to
question.
do?
Dungeon action magic shield against enchantments. Can I try and daze him?
You can try. As you attempt to cast magic at him, you find that there is a shine from his chest as the magic fizzles.
Huh?
You see the gem upon his chest that has been inlaid in it shine forward. He has resistant to magic effects.
No, I understand.
But you
don't
still
know how-
got charmed?
I don't understand how he's still charmed then.
Because, and as Marco would have kind of went about, this is more a curse than a spell.
Yeah.
That is the reason I let Marco find out about this and not the rest of you.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was cursed.
Well,
the way they-
I'm not taking back. Spend
You
my
would
resources.
find that he is immune to your magic.
Uh-oh.
Does that count as an offensive action?
He was attempting to protect him, so I will give it not of offensive action to be nice.
Okay. I'm just looking for rules clarification.
I'm going to say that because it wasn't something that was trying to hurt him, I will say that it is not an offensive action.
Dope.
Huh. It's a curse then.
It seems to be a curse that is emanating from a certain spot in the area, which you guys believe to be the pool.
Right.
Everyone
We're
loves
fine.
putting curses and shit on that pool of water.
I hate to interrupt again.
No,
Ben,
keep
because
going. We have to
I have
make sure
curse eater.
you are not near the source of the curse.
Damn it. I'm not new. I can't siphon it out of the bishop. Okay.
No.
Only works on
Currently, the
sources.
curse is upon everybody who has seen the visage of the queen, who has fallen
Yeah.
under their spell.
Right. Okay.
If Marco
It
had
makes
not have
sense.
made his check earlier, by the way, whenever you guys were in the graveyard, Marco would be affected by this.
Oh fuck! That would have been fun. That would have been funny.
That's why. That's why you guys having that moment was like very, very fortuitous.
Okay, so that didn't work. I have nothing else here on.
They are going to put a hand out toward Thunder. Upon doing so, upon laying their hand on Thunder's armor, they are going to attempt to cast a spell. Gorthos, you can tell that this spell appears to be the same type of magic as your Dispel spell. This appears to be just actual magical force. This is a non-elemental spell.
Oh, okay.
As he casts it onto Thunder, unfortunately, Thunder will be blasted back.
Can I try to draw it in instead? When a spell is cast within 6 squares of the thief, and I should be within 6 squares.
You are.
Do you want to attempt to? The last time you did this, you took in a bunch of curse energy.
And malice.
Or malice, I mean, not curse energy.
So it's curse. I mean, it's malice, not magic. Okay.
No, this is not malice.
magic.
This is magic. But the last
This is
time you
magic.
used this ability was whenever you took in that malice.
Yeah.
Do you
I
want
will
to
make the
use this
attempt.
ability?
I'll
Marco,
still try.
roll me a d4.
Okay.
Marco, take 5 damage.
Oh,
The malice that is inside of you seems to act up as you attempt to use this ability. As it does, you take damage. You will also be able to use this effect, but with disadvantage.
Damn, that's mean. Okay.
it's malice.
This is the back effect you get from it. You have not been affected by this for much.
I have not, no. Despite having 2 master swords.
It's not a cure-all.
Making sure. Where's the thing at? Spell curse?
Yeah, spell curse.
Spirit check against the spell's main stat. Your spirit is a 6. That's still pretty good. That is still decent. That's a 12.
That is a 12. However,
You are not able to pull it in. You attempt to, and as you do, you as well are going to be blasted back by 5 squares. 1, 2, you can't go any further.
so I hit the wall and take more damage.
You hit the wall, but I'm not going to have you take more damage.
Okay, thank you for your kindness.
Thunder goes back 5. They will take damage. They will take a d4 plus 2. That's only 3 damage. Thunder is
He's
still
a beefy
up.
boy.
As
Who's a beefy
Sargus
boy?
does this, he looks around the room, and with his demonic senses, he is going to find what he believes to be the biggest threat in the room. He will teleport himself beside Ronan and Polo. You see for a second, he looks as if he starts to move, and then he is already on you, Ronan. Ronan, you were also going to attempt to get blasted. This time I'll actually roll for it.
Try.
This time I'll actually roll for it. I won't just say it works because it's Thunder. Ronan, what is your spirit?
My spirit is a 3.
Okay. He has to beat a 13 then. He does not. Ronan, you will take 1 damage and you will not be blasted. You find that as he puts his hand up to do a burst against you, you do take the initial burst, but it does not seem to throw you back as it did Thunder and Marco.
Okay.
He looks to you. As I suspected. However, he's then going to put a hand toward Polo. Polo, what is your spirit?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, hold on, let me put my glasses back on.
Polo's spirit is 4. It is a 4.
He will have to beat a 14.
And she is also being targeted, so should I roll Gallon's ability casts?
Gallon will get 1 cast back from being targeted.
1 cast back, okay.
And you made the check, so you will only take 1 damage.
Wow. I only have 2 hearts, Tico.
That's very true. That's not my fault.
Wait.
Uh,
Wait.
Huh.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Would you getting more health be bad for you? For your abilities specifically?
I have a lot of fucking hearts, so have actual half health.
Yeah, the big
Let's
thing with
see, hold
them,
on.
their max health currently is 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
they dumped it all into Orion.
Gotcha. That what I was gonna do probably won't make a difference.
Yeah, no, it won't.
Seeing as both of these attempts have failed, that is his 3 attacks, 1 against Thunder and 2 against you guys. That is Sargus.
Hooray, he doesn't have battle continuation or something else bullshit.
Polo, roll me for your resilience, please, or your resistance, please. I need to know how you took that attack.
You are fucking 1 heart.
16.
Polo, I will let you choose. Do you, upon taking half health, cry out from the attack, or do you not?
Considering that, like, as she's been giving her hearts to other things, she has become very squishy. I'd say there is some sort of cry out.
Polo, I would like you to roll me the best charm of your life.
Do it.
Oh no.
Use all the hero dice. Do
Use
it.
everything.
Use literally everything.
Use it all.
You can use
You have
3 of
you
these.
have a reroll, you've got smash, you've got everything.
I don't want Fish Rock to be sad.
Oh yeah. That's, I mean, but I'm not wrong yet. Let's put.
He loves you platonically.
Put this, I am her BFF Jill though. Alrighty.
Come on, big charm.
Besties.
Alrighty.
Bread
Come on.
besties.
1, 2.
That is a 6. I will use my last reroll.
All right, we'll keep all of these. Just roll the dice.
A 6 again.
Again.
Roll me 1 more time, please.
Alrighty.
Six.
Come on.
6.
Don't do 6. Get higher than a 6.
9.
Oh, you almost 20'd!
Well,
Polo with a 6, plus 6, because of your charm, and you doubled your charm, plus 2. That is a 14. This will be a very difficult check, but they will roll for it. Oh my god!
No.
Wow.
Oh no.
Polo, you feel from around the area rage building up. You feel a malice from about this place that builds up that is not coming from either you or Sargus.
Do I feel this amount? Do we any else?
I'd say you
feel
do.
this?
I'd say you or somebody that would.
Do I know where this mouse is coming from?
It is also coming from where the basement was.
I'm trying to think who else was in the basement.
There was a certain individual. I had asked you guys earlier if you had remembered certain things that had happened in recent events. But there is a certain individual and their friend who have made their way to the castle very recently.
Oh.
And that certain individual and friend now have heard Polo being hurt. And Hadar is
was
gonna
gonna say,
go
like,
from being an enemy to an ally from that.
Oh.
I was like, my brother was headed to the castle, and it's just like,
I'm fine with him being upset.
because his
yeah, because he went to notify the king.
King.
Oh, the Gerudo are planning an uprising.
He
That's
was
really weird.
He was taken
He
over.
was getting hurt.
He
Yeah.
was taken over, but upon hearing you get hurt, Hadar currently you can feel their energy rising up from underneath this place.
Uh-oh.
And you hear just a uncle.
Oh boy. Hey, they all call him Uncle. It's funny.
So now we know vices are stronger than curses.
It is immensely to do with his vice, yes.
Guys,
Really?
like,
Is
this
he
is
about to
power of
break
love
the-
we were looking for.
This is not
about to
something
bust
that
the fucking
Vega could have
floor?
done. This is something only Hadar could have done.
Amazing.
Here.
I will bring them from where they are to here.
It's like the fucking end game.
You would find, stepping up from the underground,
Now you're at the sea
two
fucking.
people.
Oh,
Oh
hey.
yeah, Marco's sister's here too.
Oh,
I noticed that it said Hadar.
Yeah,
and
I know it said Hadar and Misty too, because they both went together. But it's just like, okay.
Are they both in the dungeon? Never mind.
They were with
They got
Sargus.
because they probably tried to speak up, and then the king was like, "To the dungeon."
No, they were with Sargus.
Here with Sargus, yeah. We're probably having tea or some shit.
She probably brought nice bread.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Just look
nice
like
bread,
that.
regular bread.
The nice price.
Oh my god, would she have brought it upstairs knowing now that Sargus has been taken over and thus now uses his vice against him? Tico, roll that dice!
Well, currently, I really hate to bring this up, but
Fuck.
she kind of doesn't have the same thing that he does. So
She's kinda, you know.
Oh no, she's evil.
currently, it's more like this.
Man, we get regicide
However-
and fratricide in one fucking game. Amazing.
However, I'm going to bring this up. Misty currently is 2 classes. Misty is currently a thief, which is what they were before, which I thought was
Yeah.
very funny.
That's very funny.
But they are also a vassal,
A vassal.
and unfortunately, the one that they are a vassal for no longer wants to hurt you guys. So they do not have the ability to fight against you right now.
She became a vassal for Hadar.
And again,
I guess
The actual fuck!
And again, from what you guys understand of being a vassal, it does not mean that you are subservient to the person, as we just
But
saw
it's
with
funny to think of
as
it
we
that
just
way.
saw with Gorthos and Ivori. Gorthos was not
Gorthos and
subservient to Ivori. It is just a
Nope.
being of power is giving you access to their magics.
It's really funny though.
You see, he lets his girlfriend let her have his power.
Hey, it worked
Yes.
with us and Zelda too.
She asked nicely.
Yeah, she said please.
We are gonna go to Hadar's turn. Hadar will be acting of their own, which does mean that they will be slightly nerfed because Misty will not be aiding them. Usually they would have 3 actions. They will only have 2. Misty looks around. They do not see Marco. They only see Polo. So they have literally no way of doing much of anything right now.
Marco's currently slumped over against the wall.
Marco is currently invisibly slumped over against a wall.
Man,
It's
Whoops.
very funny that none of what I did was considered enough to break my invisibility.
No, you didn't do an offensive action. You did a defensive action.
yeah. Man,
You did an offensive action against Theodore, but then you were given invisibility again by Ronan.
Yeah, I know.
it's funny because that's just really a funny thing to think about.
Hadar is going to point towards the Bishop of War, and they're going to attempt to silence him.
Oh,
ooh.
No, it works in everybody.
This is something they were going to use against Ronan.
Oh.
But you
I
know,
love the magic spell.
They-
Shut up.
they have no reason to use this against Ronan now. But it was going to be basically something that is, oh, you have songs? Fuck you, shut up.
Dr. Self my mouth. Up.
Do-do-do. And the opposite. Oh no, sorry, Sargus.
Hi, Sargus.
Yes.
You see,
Don't apologize here.
Sargus attempts to fight against this. You see that their gem on their neck begins to shine outwards. However, there is a difference in power between certain magical effects, and it is not able to fight against Hadar's effect. As there is a shine coming from the gem, but then the shine quickly fades. He looks down to it and says something that is completely lost to all of you. No sound comes from his mouth.
Oh, silence works like that. That's funny.
As he is then going to look about. I don't believe anybody else here needs to be silenced.
No other mages, really?
Yeah.
The other one's in my pocket.
So he will
Double
use it against
silence
Ronan. No.
Silence him twice. Deafened.
Wait, you're being serious? He's gonna use it against Ronan?
No, he's not.
Okay.
That would be funny though.
He is in fact though going to cast a. That's only base. He's gonna attempt to cast a protection spell on Polo. Unfortunately, he kind of fucked it up.
Yep.
But even though he did, you are going to be gaining 1 temporary HP.
Oh, yay.
This is not a heal.
Oh, yay.
This is a temp HP.
No. Yeah.
Bloop.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
needs to be green.
I just want to bring it up since someone asked in the chat, and I feel like this was if this was cleared up, then
Go ahead.
my bad for forgetting.
Go ahead.
Doesn't the mind control thing from the Gerudo Queen only work on men?
It does not.
Okay. I feel like this was pointed out at some point that it now worked, because I think early on it worked only on men.
The only reason it worked on men is because they were specifically looking for men to come to the valley.
Yeah.
That was for them wanting men to come to the valley. It wasn't for any it doesn't work on females thing.
Okay.
They just didn't want females.
Yeah, no. I'm mostly asking to clear that up because I don't remember if that was stated anywhere.
Yeah.
So
the fact that the Gerudo needed men should be decently understood as to why.
Gross.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Yeah. It was mostly a preference thing, but all of everybody here has seen the visage, so all of them are unfortunately able to be controlled. Hadar has done 2 things. So that is Hadar / Misty's turn, because Misty will be like, I'm here, blah, and they will attempt to silence Ronan. However, Hadar looks over like, fucking stop, what are you doing? And like picks him up and like, no.
Babe, what do you mean?
Princess carries her. Babe,
And again,
come on, stop.
the whole thing is, because they're a vassal, they have to basically ask every time to use their abilities. So Hadar's just like, no, picks him up.
Ironically called Misty, gets pulled by the ear. No.
Shut.
We're gonna go to Hosier. Hosier, looking about everything, seems to at the moment feel that there is nothing much he is here to do. Most of the people he was fighting have been put in a position to where they are fine. He is going to bloop. He will get on the other side of Sargus, and he is going to attempt to grapple him. He's going to put his blade on the other side of Sargus. He is going to attempt to do a physique check against him. Sargus has much more physique than him, but we'll see what happens.
I believe in my twink ass guard.
Sargus rolls a 3.
Amazing.
Sargus is not prepared. For
Sargus
someone to body
doesn't
check
think
him.
that Sargus like looks down like, why is nothing coming out of my And then Hosier just like brings their blade on the other side of Sargus and like attempts to like bring it back toward them. Sargus uses their bracers to attempt to keep the blade from them. Hosier's not trying to actually hurt them with the blade, but it is basically trying to keep them in check.
Yeah.
We are then going to go, because that is the only thing he can do. He can use 1 attack action, and he's not going to do much else. Z does not get their round this turn because they were helping you. Castle soldiers have already had their thing, because I forgot that it was soldiers, not knights before. But all the knights are currently taken in by the soldiers, so it does not matter. Zora's soldiers' turn. There are, unfortunately, 2 final soldiers that are going to make their way, as you guys had heard the splashes before. Luckily for you guys, the one that went after things teleported, so there's no way that they can really know that happened. You see Ruben and Banda.
Is that the one I gave
Like a panda.
to?
What was that?
Is that the one I gave the spear to?
Nope.
Okay.
The one you gave the spear to was Dolan.
That was the green one.
Yeah.
Dolan.
Right. Don't.
Didn't
Yeah.
Dolan only get like a stick?
Well, he got
No,
a
you have a
spear. He
metal
got a
spear.
spear from Gorthos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just a stick of the mountain or some shit.
The stick of
What
the
is a spear if not just a stick with a pointy bit?
The two of them will make their way up. They will
It's a
look
fox.
toward Faraday. Are they going to attack Faraday is the thing. I'm gonna roll for them.
Are you that fucking?
Of
Do
the
you
two
have
of
that big a
you
death
guys,
wish?
Bando might be the one that would because
Are you
he's
that
from
big
the
of
other
a
tribe.
champ?
That's fair.
We're gonna roll for
Yeah.
them. Ruben will have advantage. Because, you know, they're king.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for Ruben first.
Okay.
Ruben, no!
Ruben, no.
Ruben
Does that
turns
mean-
their spear toward Faraday.
You traitor as fuck.
Ass kicked Ruben, no.
Just Bando do it.
He will also turn his spear toward Faraday.
Oh.
The two of them go toward Faraday. Faraday looks to them. There is a look of absolute just disgust in their face, but not at them, at the fact that these Zora were turned against her. They're both gonna go for attacks on Faraday. They will take their full attack
Please.
actions, which means they will take 3
We're supposed
attacks
to bring
on
the sword
Faraday.
types together, but not like this.
Each of them will have 3 attacks on Faraday. No, the knight will only have 2, but the fighter will have 3.
Oh.
Fighter hits once. I'm just gonna roll for all the attacks. Knight hits once. We're only gonna roll for fighter here. 2. Faraday will get hit 3 times by spears coming from them. Faraday brings up their scimitar to attempt to block some of them. They do every round of attacks. They block at a different person. You find them first block against the warrior, only to be attacked by Ruben from the side. You see them then go to defend against Ruben, only to have another attack from Bando go at them. At which point, Ruben seems to take their scimitar in the trident and turn it, not letting them let go of it, as Bando gets another strike on them. That is going to be 6 damage to them. They are
How are
not
they
looking
looking?
grand.
Oh.
Uh,
Those two are gonna feel really shitty when they break free.
Oh, yeah. We go to Polo.
Eh.
Polo, you see that Sargus had appeared in front of you. However, currently he is being grappled by Marco and silenced by your brother.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Would you like to try to make your way out of here? Would you like to try to go and help Faraday, or would you like to go and help Obera? What's going down?
Yeah.
Well, she was before that all happened. She was originally gonna go and help Obera, but then there's more people here, so she is. Well, she's probably end up having to go that way anyways because she's.
You
gonna
guys
go
don't
help
hear any more
Faraday.
splashing, by the way. These are the only Zora fighters that are here.
Yeah. Yeah, she will go and help Faraday with Orion and her 3 squibbies.
squibbies.
So you can get around there. What do you want Orion to
Squib.
do?
Squib. Hold on. Squib. Okay. Squib. Okay, so we
You could also try to have your Ophies engulf them again if you'd like.
yes. Each Ophi will be commanded to swallow.
All right. I would like you to roll me for, I believe, with the Ophies, it is a 6, I think. It's a 5. It is a 5. Roll me for your 5s for 2 of them, and then if they
Oh,
fail,
yeah.
we'll roll for the last one.
Okay.
One of them
16
hits.
and 5.
I will say that the position of the dice is what I will go for. You will see that one of them immediately goes forward from you and seems to engulf Bando. We will have Bando
Yeah.
fight against it on his turn, but currently he is engulfed by an Ophi. You have one more
Alrighty.
Ophi if you'd like to try again on Ruben.
We will try to engulf a Hemkin Ruben as well.
Okay. That is a natural
Nat
20.
20.
Oh.
As you see Faraday getting attacked on these different sides, both the Ophis go forward and grab them out from the air and just have them engulfed in their shadowy silken mouths. They are fighting against it, but they are up in the air. They are no longer impeding any movement.
Alrighty, and she took a bit of a blow, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she is going to use her heckin', where is it? My brain.
Is it this
we're
one
gonna
over here you're thinking of?
Yeah, well, no, she's gonna use her Rite of the Sun God to heal Faraday. She's
go
gonna give her a little kiss
3d4.
on her boo boos.
Let me get
Yeah.
you 3 of them. There you go.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's very good.
She's gonna kiss her boo boos.
Give me anything.
Damn it, you like the dice!
Ooh.
Four.
Oh my God.
They
four's
are completely up from that. As you bring it over to them, the scrapes that are upon them seem to disperse. The slight damage to their scales seems to completely mend as they look to you. Thank you, Polo.
No worries, Your Majesty.
No need for that. Come on, let's get to Obra.
Yeah, we're gonna move forward.
Do you want to get upon Orion?
Yes.
Would you want to allow Faraday to get on Orion?
Yes. She will hold out a hand to help her on Orion.
What happens to these two?
They are still traveling with them, you see. It's fine.
You see, with how it'll work, they'll be dragged like you're dragging them on a horse on a rope.
You make your way out
Yep.
from where you are. As you do, you will find that you are over near where the road to go to the basin is. I'll get that map up in just a second. However, you do find that upon going there is a piers looking as if they're trying to climb the cliff going in that direction.
Appears climbing in that direction. Okay, what can I do? Oh, I have my ring with a fireball in it. I'm gonna point my ring with a fireball in it and fire.
Fuck you, Piers.
Fucking big Emmanuel energy.
Sorry.
I'm getting
Fireballs aren't lethal.
Yeah.
Especially not to Zor. I mean, actually,
okay.
he's a Rivazora.
Yeah, he's a Rivazora. It's fine.
Water. Alright, it's okay. It's just Gallon's fireball.
That amazing power fireball.
Just
As you send a fireball outward, are we assuming you're using the ring?
We are using the ring, yes.
Okay, because you would not have been able to carry Gallon with you if you were taking Faraday.
No. I said that she pointed the ring towards them and fired the fireball.
Okay. So with the Adeptive Flame that is here, they have to fail a finesse check, half damage if they succeed. They are one of the warriors and a hunter, and in general, they will have a decent finesse, but not the biggest. Most of their stuff comes from their diligence.
They're not Marco, so they're not gonna have 7.
Let me go for him here. We're basing this off of Gallon's thing, so it'll be a DC 17 now. Holy shit. Nah. They will take full damage, which I believe is Gallon's full magic in damage. Let me look. The flame. 10 piece versus damage failing also assault. The magic check, half damage they exceed. The magician ability of flame, part of the range, yada. Yes, it will be as he fires off, or as you fire off, because it's not Gallon, it's you using the ring.
Mm-hmm.
As you fire off the ability, a large fireball erupts where Piers is. It will knock him from the side of the cliff as he lands a large amount of fire encompassing him with 7 damage. He is not looking grand, but he looked at least a little bit better than Faraday did. He is a River Zora that went through the ritual, so he does have a decent amount of health. But that was more than half. That was way more than that was a decent bit. As he falls to the ground, he goes, ah!
Fucking Wilhelm screams down the
As he hits the ground. That would be, I believe, your full actions.
Yeah.
Because you would have had to use some actions to get out here for dashing and stuff.
Yes, that is me.
We're gonna go to Gorthos. Currently, Gorthos, it appears that the idea is to stall for time.
Yeah.
But you do whatever you want to do, boo.
Mm-hmm. The best way to keep stalling for time is to reinforce the magic shield. Can I do that if I use another charge of magic shield to empower? Oh, wait, no, I've used it trying to... It fizzled out. It didn't work. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay.
You don't feel like you need to reinforce it. It still seems to be very strong on the king, at least right now.
That's good for now. Yeah, I saw Theodore get bottled. That sucks. Anyhow.
Sucks to suck eggs. I mean...
How... In terms of restraining the cards, they're being handled. So
currently, there's not a lot of people around you that are completely at a problem currently. Sargus is the biggest one.
Yeah, I can think of one problem. Well, magic probably isn't gonna work on him, even if he's silenced. Not sure how his whole shtick works, but I'm gonna try. I guess that considering all this, I'm just gonna help restrain Argus more. Yeah, I can try and help pin him down.
You can definitely
knock
attempt
him
to.
prone.
Currently, he's being restrained, or he's being not restrained. He's being grappled.
Yeah.
As you make your way back over toward them, you do find that in order for you to do much, you might need to be in a bigger body. Because like right now, grappling him is going to be basically just what Hosier is already doing.
Yeah.
One thing that you would know, since you did get a decent experience check earlier, is that when it comes to magic nullification, it only works on effects. It doesn't work on damage. If you'd like to do damage to him with spells, you still can.
But
that's
so
up to
that
you.
So that means stunning him won't work, but shocking him won't work.
Yes. And from what you just saw when it came to Hadar, this body has never seen magic work on him, but now that you've seen that Hadar's spell worked on him, it probably means that there's a threshold.
I would just need to figure out how to get that threshold. Could take
I would
time.
say that
I
for
don't have
Gorthos, the only way that you would be able to probably hit him with some kind of a effect is by using the Life of Gorthos and like making your things a 7. Or was it
I'll
Bonds
try
of
and
Gorthos? It was one of the other.
No, it was life. It gives me it adds my XP to something.
Yeah.
Oh fuck it! I'll try and stun him. I'll try and tase him.
Okay, you will have to use a Life of Gorthos.
Yes, and the lightning burst.
What this means is that first off, you have to hit him with the lightning.
Yeah.
So let's do that first. Roll me magic.
Let's go with a +4. Hopefully this means something.
14. Do you want to use Life of Gorthos now? If not, you can attempt to try to hit him again because this is going to be a miss.
Yeah. I want to use the When Joe must tell me opponent have the resilience natural. Okay.
Only for a second attempt.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Oh! I think I'd like to use the Life of Gorthos to overpower his threshold.
Well, first off, let's do damage. That is going to be 4 damage, just right off the bat. As you go in with 4 lightning damage, Sargus looks to you as you do this, as you strike him with lightning. As he does, he seems to have somewhat of an understanding as he looks to you now. He says something, but again, he's silenced. You don't know what he says.
Reunion later. He apologizes now.
You use Life of Gorthos. We're not going to add your experience to this, but we are going to now have it to where this will affect him. He is going to have to get a DC 15. Which it would now be, I believe, because of your increase. No, not yet. You haven't got the thing yet. It'll be DC 15.
Time.
I will give him disadvantage. Because this is finally actually something that's affecting him.
Oh.
He rolls a 20 and a 13. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to stun him. However, you have gotten his attention with that. For the rest of this turn, you will have the ability to do that. However, you do not have any more shocks, unfortunately.
Yeah. But
did you? When did you use your other shock?
I don't think we had a time.
Yeah, you used it during the thing. Was there a rest between? Let me think.
I don't think we've had a chance to rest.
No, there was no rest between. No, there was technically a rest.
Wait, was
there?
Because of no. The Song of Storms.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did that give us back all our shit?
It gave you back, and basically what the Song of Storm does is one of the things it does is gives you a rest.
That means
I'm going
to. We get back Doritos.
We will decide that later because this is something that I only just now thought of. We're gonna play out the rest of the thing as it is, but I will allow you to get back your one use of a thing that you had missed.
All right. If I have that one use back, I do want to.
You have one attempt at trying this again.
Let's try one more time, because Gorthos and this wizard body are both distressingly stubborn.
That is going to be a miss. You have one more chance to hit. This is your 4th shock.
Yeah.
Come on, get him.
Oh.
That is a hit. I'm going to roll one more time. That is going to be 2 damage because your focus, which is your mask.
Yeah. Having 2 foci is really funny.
He will have disadvantage. That is a 2.
Ooh.
As the spell goes through him, his understanding to you as he says that whatever that muttering was, you put more power into it. I'm going to say you never stopped putting power through all of this. You had grabbed him and did shocking 4 times while you have grabbed him. As you put everything you can into it, eventually the gem in his chest is overpowered and the shot goes through. He will be stunned for this next round.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That took a lot of juice.
Theodore doesn't get a turn. Theodore is out of combat. Get out of here, Theodore.
Theodore's a fucking dork. More like Theodork.
Got him. Marco, you were on the ground. You felt the strange energy that was the malice hurting you from that last attempt. At this point, you feel a little bit nauseous as you go to get up, but it doesn't affect you currently with any other effects. You do feel that the malice, whatever it was that was inside of you, has seemingly grown.
Oh no. Well, that's not good anyway.
You can attempt to make your way to Obra if you wish. You can stay here and do some invisible shenanigans if you wish.
Marco will make his attempts to go closer to Obra because he is right now He would much rather not be in the room and die. He'd rather be outside and die.
I would say with 2 actions, with your regular, with dashing, you can get to where Polo is.
Cool.
You are still invisible.
I will now proceed to use all of my equipment to climb up the wall with my last 2 actions.
Boing, boing. I guess how you get to the top of the cliff like that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, is there
With your
anybody else
grappling
here?
hook and your double jump.
Grappling hook, double jump, climbing boots, the whole 9 yards.
You do find, as you make your way out here, that yes, there is somebody out here with Obra.
Oh no. Flabberman's back again.
I can't believe
Oh, you son
Flabberman
of a
did
bitch.
this.
We're gonna drown him in the fucking pool.
You see, beside where Obra is,
What the fuck?
Boogie meal.
Boogie meal.
Even him.
as Boogie Meal is rose up in front of Obra, you don't see Boogie Meal doing anything to Obra.
How's Obra look?
Obra looks as if they are attempting to use the staff. You also find that near Boogie Meal,
John Cena.
Wait,
Rock and charcoal, yeah.
Yeah.
did we get Rock back?
Yeah, we got Rob
I
back.
mean, yeah.
there was
Yeah.
a fake Rock, but that didn't mean that real Rock was gone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool,
We
cool,
fixed
cool,
that. It's fine.
Let me get them out of here. They weren't needed immediately, but you do see Boogie Meal, Charcoal, and Rock.
Fuck yeah.
Friendship.
So they were here in case they needed protecting. Hooray.
They were here making their way to the castle, but on their way, they saw Obra here.
Okay.
It looks as if Boogie Meal is attempting to aid Obra with the staff.
Well,
Look at him go.
Dico,
What's up?
because you said that
Boogie
that
Meal's
Gorthos
completely
got-
immune to any kind of mind control or anything.
Fuck
He's a
yeah.
fucking ghost. He's a
so
super
cool.
ghost.
And also, Charcoal is completely immune to it because Charcoal is a vessel of Boogie Meal.
Oh!
He's there.
Everybody that worked for Boogie Meal was a vessel of Boogie Meal.
That's fucking
Awesome.
great.
Amazing. 11 out of 10. So, when you said that we technically got a rest, quote unquote, and Gorthos got
I'm
a-
going to say that because of us not knowing it or me not bringing it up earlier, I'm going to be very lenient with what I do give you guys back. Otherwise, we're going to have to redo a bunch of things in the combat. But what
I
are
was
you
just gonna-
thinking?
I was just wanting a dungeon action to help Obera use her dungeon item.
We'll say yeah. We'll say you can do that.
I can do that? Okay.
Currently, you are too far away though. You will
I'm too far away.
whenever you move to them, we can say you can get around to the water's edge, but you are not able to get to them this round.
Yeah, this is fine. I am ready. I am prepared. I am here to do my thing. That's my turn.
We are gonna go to the king. The king is going to once again yell to stop the people around. As doing so, currently there are several people who will listen to the king now. All of the people who are currently fighting against people here are restrained. King Magnus is looking about them. Don't hurt them! As we're gonna go to the end here, all the way up back to the top. Ronan and Obra. I'm gonna roll for Obra. And by me, I mean you're gonna roll for Obra.
Okay.
Obra has a +6. They're gonna attempt to use the staff. With Boogie Meal's help, they will have advantage.
I will also take a couple of these. All right, come on. I believe in you.
Oh!
Oh Oh shit! You said I rolled twice? Or no?
You had advantage, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's just see if I can get that crit.
No
Can't.
crit,
It was
but
a
still.
16.
16 plus 12 plus 1.
Yeah, so that's a 29.
Obra, standing about the area, has risen the staff up. In doing so, Charcoal, Boogie Meal, and Rock are surrounding them. Marco, making their way with their dungeon action. With all of them, I will roll for Rock and Boogie Meal, but Marco, I'd like you to roll me for your magic as well.
Yeah. Magic or spirit?
Magic.
Okay. Hell yeah. +1 for my magic, which will be a total of a nat 20.
Boogie Meal will roll with advantage. Good thing Boogie Meal is rolling with advantage. That's technically double what he rolled before. Good job, Boogie Meal. Charcoal is going to roll.
Oh.
They have advantage because they are with Boogie Meal as vassal. That's still better. And Rock is going to cheer on everybody. Good job. Go, friends. Have
Go
good
team.
times. With a 20.
Good job, Obra and Marco.
With a 20, a
Specifically.
21. A 4 added onto there. Or 20, 29, my bad. 20,
Yeah.
29 plus 4. That is 43. Plus 8. That is 51. As Obra raises the staff, as everything goes on, all of you inside of the castle will see those who are still affected and those who are not of the people in this room, other than the ones who are shielded, look as if they fall to their knees.
Does Sargus go to his knee?
Sargus does not.
So we're still hanging on. That's cool.
Sargus is standing there, but he is no longer fighting against Hosier.
Sargus's knees are locked in place.
Sargus is being held up, is what Sargus is doing. Sargus has electricity running through his muscles. It won't allow him to fall over.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You see, even Roki and Kira do briefly look as if they stumble, but do stay on their feet. The elite soldiers stay on their feet. But everybody else, other than the ones I mentioned, and probably Hadar, stay up. The Zora that are off with you, Polo, are still struggling inside of their captivity.
It's a different kind of struggle now.
But Piers, as he stands, looks as if he's about to bring his bow out, but then he stops. He brings his hand to his head, stumbles back, and looks around with a newfound clarity. Marco, the entirety of the water inside the basin has disappeared.
Good job! He is dried out and suffering from malice. I think that he is not in a good way.
As it all happens, Sargus looks back toward where Hosier is, says something with a scowl on his face that cannot be heard, but Hosier releases him anyway. He then looks over towards you, Gorthos, puts a hand down on your shoulder, and begins to speak to you with a look of understanding, and is talking a lot at you, but no words are coming out.
He just kind of puts up his hands like, one moment, Bishop. One moment. Hadar, we're good.
Hadar is looking to Misty as they looked as if they stopped flailing about after he picked them up, and then looks around and puts her down. And then, with a wave of his hand, removes the enchantment over Sargus. And I think that that is what truly matters.
Kinder words have never been spoken.
We're out of initiative, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ronan's gonna rush the fuck out towards the basin.
He goes. We have some things to speak of, but there's a list.
Let us make our way to the basin to check on them.
Exactly.
All who can stand, come with me. You heard him. Gallon sits down. I'm going.
Gortho starts moving. He just
Come on, big guy. Gallon reaches down for Knuckles to try to help him up.
Gortho looks to Sargus, just like, well, you can stand, yes?
Let's go.
Can you repeat everything you just said, Sargus?
An amount of people make their way with you. As they do, each of you would find yourselves going out and about toward the basin. We are going to assume everybody gets over to it. Polo, as you are as you are brought there, you eventually are told that you could probably let the Zora go.
Release them, Ophi.
Ophi does not. I'm playing.
Release me.
Ophi
You see,
blets them onto the ground as the both of them are just shining clean. That's terrifying.
Apologies. You see, it was the safest way to subdue you.
You see Piers looking over. Yeah, the safest. He pulls out his wooden bow as it disintegrates from the flames.
Well, I had no other choice.
No,
We'll also make
I
you a better
understand.
one.
Can we get up there? Faraday points up there.
Up, Orion.
Orion jumps the fuck up. As Marco, before the others show themselves, you hear the shuffling behind you of an armored Zora that is making their way up a cliff. You do find that Obera, also looking extremely dried out, pours half of a cooling elixir over you.
just I can imagine just Ronan distressed himbo noises.
Good job. I think we barely did it. What the hell was happening?
He's completely ignoring Boogeymeal.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, it's Ronan. Oh, Ronan, I'm right here. No, I'm playing.
He takes out his last cooling elixir and he pours it on Obera.
Marco will open up the Theodore bottle.
You open up the
Release
Theodore.
him.
You open up the Theodore bottle and you release him. He goes to kill you. No. Theodore is let out. As he does, his ghostly form slowly floats down to the bottom and he just lays there staring at the sky. Just an absolute look of, I was in a fucking bottle.
They put me in a bottle. Once I was on top of the world.
I was a hero.
Sorry about that.
I was a hero that every person around me knew, and now I was in a bottle.
How far have I fallen? Meanwhile, Gallon's just like, it's subservient. And mine. Because he's got a cultist.
Yeah!
Fucking high kicks.
Pokeball, go!
Get in the wand, Theodore!
Here comes the jump kick.
Anyway.
You did it.
As Ronan goes to Obra, goes for a hug, as the others are slowly getting there. This thing is sort of completely against me. As she brings it up, you do find that the flame that is normally in the heat lantern seems to have gone out.
Well, that's different.
As she looks to it, she looks back to Boogie Meal. That thing's purpose was originally to get rid of a lot of water, from what I understand. But without the pedestal that made it, give it the ability for that, I had to channel a lot of strength through it. It would need to be recharged.
Oh, it's not broken.
That's a
fine.
relief.
We
I
can
thought
work that out.
That's a relief. I thought I destroyed it.
We would figure out how to fix it.
It would have been for a good cause anyway.
We've had to recharge it before, so it's fine.
Speaking of good cause, King Faraday makes their way down towards you, Ronan. I do hate to ask this of you, Ronan.
What's up?
Do you mind if I hold on to this?
No, not at all.
If we are facing a person who can completely take over the minds of those around them, I believe that I should stay near the King of Hyrule, and I should have access to this just in case.
That would be appreciated.
That would be the smartest move, I think, yeah.
I do not wish to encumber you in any way.
It's fine. I'd rather you keep safe with that. Also, one more thing. He's gonna
Of course,
fucking
anything.
pick Faraday up in a giant fucking hug.
Oh, fuck,
I'm so glad you're okay.
Ronan.
I was so worried.
They look to you and they do give a smile. You just see like the you just see Knuckles looking over at Gallon. Gallon like leans in. Is he allowed to do that? Knuckles is like, stop trying to start things, please.
Oh, I missed him.
Is this allowed? What the fuck? Is this allowed?
What the fuck? This is scandalous.
Don't be such a narc, Alan.
You see King Magnus go and step out into the middle of the basin.
Brother's just sitting on the edge of it, just watching the show.
We have made this basin for use from the sage of the Kokiri people, but it was used against us, I see.
He should have thought of this being a possibility, considering it's happened to us just recently.
We will have to
Before.
seal away the artifacts that are inside of the treasury. Make sure that the ones that were held by the Gerudo are taken care of. I will send those of my most loyal, who seem to be unaffected by that spell, in to put them away.
Oh, it was not spells that caused this, was it, Marco?
No. She enacted a very powerful curse through the waters here.
Oh yeah, that was very much a curse of the spirit temple.
So they've unearthed those kinds of things now.
Oh yeah,
Great.
used to live there.
He did.
You did really?
Oh yeah.
Temple?
Put Faraday down.
He just looks at Boogie and goes,
Faraday
Well,
just
you
kind of like,
mentioned it,
as
did
you're
you?
putting them down, they just kind of like lean into you. What the hell is that thing, Ronan?
you know, the more if he listens hard enough, he thinks he hears the accent now.
Once, long ago, I was from a roaming band of desert bandits. We had made our way toward the Shadow Temple, not the Shadow Temple, toward the Spirit Temple in my youth, and, well, we all died in the expedition, you see.
Tragic.
It's fine, I got a lot more powerful after I died. Killing me only made me stronger, so...
Totally happen. That's a very rare thing to happen, yes.
In the great labyrinth beneath the desert, I wandered for hundreds of years until eventually I was released by the, by the strength of the Gerudo people whenever they, did some, war crimes around the area. That was about...
more specific.
That was about 100 times
you mean like
10
what
or
just
so
happened?
years ago. Yeah, similar. The Spirit Temple has many curses, ones that, fight against the very nature of humanity. And, it is, essential that one goes into there with, a bit of an open mind. Otherwise, you will find yourself at the mercy of the illusions and mirages of the temple.
Oh,
Would
dear.
you, by chance, good boogie meal, have anything in stock that might help be used against these measures?
Oh, you think if I had things to give you to survive the Spirit Temple? No.
It didn't hurt to ask.
No, I had to escape from there because of somebody else doing something. If I would have had them, I would have left a lot sooner than that.
Well, you'd hope that in your travels that you would have come across something, but...
It is difficult to come up against anything to fight against the great magics and curses of this land, especially those of the holy temples. Though, I heard that, asking safe passage of certain gods may give you some immunities to certain effects of them. Not to mention, motions over toward Polo, motions over toward Ronan, and motions over toward Marco. If these are able to tap into their true potentials, perhaps they could be completely immune.
Another benefit of the Triforce. If only Gorthus could touch it and not disintegrate.
It didn't stop Marco from getting affected before.
That's what I'm saying. You need to tap into the true potential of the power.
Oh, you're saying we have yet to do that?
Yes.
We have not completed it after all.
Is that because everything was all dark and stuff when we found it?
Most likely.
Gallon just is putting his feet in the basin and using water coming from his wand to kick water from his feet.
I hope that it was only the water that was evaporated and not refilling the entire. I would feel if the basin itself was cursed, right?
No, it appeared to just been the water.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
It is the
That's
water
fucked
that
up.
gave it is the water that gave the visage of the lady to everyone in Hyrule.
It's fucked up that the water could just be cursed itself. Just a body of water.
Imagine if you guys would have escaped into the city and had to deal with a lot of people there.
Fuck.
Oh, because they all saw it too.
Yep. Most of the city saw it whenever Argo was doing their things.
Because it was a huge spectacle.
Is Argo okay?
should be now.
Argo, like you, also also eventually made the check. If you remember me saying last time.
Yeah.
He turned the waters in the hero place fucky with that.
Who knows?
Well,
Oh no.
oh no, fucking Dompe!
Dompe's
Lady,
like,
why
I
were
have to protect my queen. Blah.
I cannot imagine he would be affected by this.
there is probably not a curse powerful enough to actually affect him.
Exactly. He
it
is
would-
cursed.
It would be
Like,
funny.
It would be fun.
This
I think,
Mr. Curse.
I think it'd be funny if he pretended and just fucking faked us out. That requires him to act. Anyhow.
So you're saying if we got all the pieces, then we'd be immune to it?
We already have all the pieces of it. There were just 3, I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh, then how do we tap into it?
The golden power must be restored. The only way to do such a thing is to find way to tap into the original strength. Which, good luck with that.
Okay,
Why
well,
do you say that?
Oh, there's not many ways of mortals to be able to do such a thing. You would need the powers of gods or to traverse to the realm of the gods in order to do such a thing.
Oh,
We do
is
have
that all?
treasures.
We can open the door now. Well then, look at that.
Then I guess that should be the next thing we do.
In the end, Boogie Meal, you did indeed give us something to aid against the Spirit Temple.
thank you.
He agrees.
I'm just imagining his tongue flailing.
Yep, that was exactly what he did.
Hides eyes behind tongue, blushes.
Stop. You did a
We'll
good
have to
job. Pat, pat.
Well, obviously, we must visit the black market more often.
Seeing as I'm literally the person in charge of the entirety of this town. Excuse me?
You heard him?
He said the royal in charge of this town. Not like you, royal, the other royal.
He's in
Theodore
charge
just
of
like
the economy.
Theodore just like looks over. The three people who are in charge of basically everything here are present currently, yes.
If they put you back in a bottle, there's two.
Please don't put it back in the bottle.
He stares off into space again. Looking up into the clouds, he just thinks of what once was and what he once would be. Maybe he will pass on, actually.
He just starts fading away.
He fates stay nights away.
Theodore has been through a lot today, as we all have. More than others. Girthos needs a nap and a drink. Preferably water, not this water.
I would
Real
be careful
water.
upon
So-
trespassing into the realm of gods if you believe you have the ability, by the way, heroes.
Yeah.
Though maybe some of you do not know this. For mortals to trespass to the realm of gods is a one-time affair, and even then it is very dangerous.
After all, Zelda never came back out. Until
If you have a
Until
way
she did.
safely in and out, I will say this. Prepare to never use that way again. Unless you're him. Points over to Marco.
why? Wait, why?
Because he has one of the keys. Two of them, actually.
Hmm?
Oh, I see. Master
Oh,
Sword is the
sorry.
way in and out.
It is a
Oh.
way in and out.
Well, that's not so bad.
So basically, they're like, if you do open the door, most of you will only have a chance of going in there once and opening the door once. Which is
I
not
can
something
go
the
in
king
3
would know.
times.
Which is not something the king would know, unfortunately.
Yeah, but hey, we got this fucker here.
I can go in 3 times.
You fucking shit.
Hmm.
It is treacherous even with the keys. Feels.
Basically,
What?
get everything you need to get done and all in one go if you want to make sure you're gonna do it. The three of you, points to Polo, points to Marco, points to Ronan, need to be there at the same time. Otherwise, the Triforce of Power will never reclaim its gleam.
That is difficult. If we don't do it in one go.
I mean, why would it be difficult? We can just walk in at the same time.
Well, wait. He supposes he's afraid that you will ever come back out.
If we
Should
are
we have the
using
door?
the door, then there should be no issue. Though, you see, Magnus is like actually like looking apprehensive now, like looking down and away. I will admit that there was a thought that I had that since we had access to it, I would be able to think about after performing my duties getting what I would like, but seems that is beyond my reach now.
I mean,
Immortality is it's all cracked up to be King Magnus.
It is not what I want.
He wanted the opposite, I believe. If I remember right.
He just wanted to see his wives.
He wanted to speak with his wives, yeah.
Hmm.
But instead he's going there to talk to the gods.
The gods work mysteriously and frustratingly, explicitly. perhaps one day you will get your wish. But until then,
Why would you want to talk to people who are already dead? We suck.
hey,
It's a little
Porthos,
insensitive
someone-
to
How
yourself.
dare you, good sir?
Porthos is wonderful conversation, and it's a difficult story for King Magnus, he short.
Some of my best friends are ghosts and not you two.
It's,
Hmm.
You can't just say that, Boogie Meal. It's the current year.
If I've got two
It's the current
keys, I
age.
mean, if we can get
Right.
back in with them, King Magnus, then you'd have your shot at talking to your wives.
Hmm.
I don't know what he's planning on doing, but the way you would go is not with a door.
what?
Points to Marco.
What do you mean?
You would need to place the sword in its home.
Put it back?
Oh.
Its home being the Temple of Time?
Wherever you had gotten it.
Yeah,
Oh, so the Lost
back in the forest.
Woods.
You can always get it back out, but you would have to return there to do such a thing.
Hmm.
Oh. Well, if
Sorry, it's not easy for mortals to trespass into the realm of the gods.
That's
No,
not
we're
the problem.
we're just thinking.
I wonder, Master Zolaire, were you cast from the realm of the gods?
This is the first time you have tried to speak to him since a certain event had happened. I would like you to roll me for your spirit, please.
Yay! And I'm like half dead, so oh wait, no, it's only in battle that it's doubled. Okay, never mind. Never mind. 15 with 4 spirit, that's a 19.
Pretty high.
Where are you at?
Right here.
Hold on. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. Why is this not working? It's not working. I can't get my thing to work.
Oh no.
Why aren't you working? There we go.
Huh?
Excuse me, I was thinking. What was that again?
You were once cast from the realm of the gods, were you not, Master?
Cast from the realm? No. Though I did willingly leave.
What would happen to me if I entered the realm of the gods with you inside me?
Most likely, if I would give myself to it, I might be able to rest there and retrieve such energies that I had lost. It is not something that I had thought of, but it is a way to think about it.
I merely wondered if having a god inside of me would affect how many times I could go in and out.
Currently, the only way for such a thing to happen is for you to have a dominion that is, well, completely yours in this realm. Unfortunately for me, I gave up my power to someone else, so that dominion is no longer completely mine. Though one of you here has the ability to do such a thing.
Would it be Ronan and the god housed inside him?
If you were able to find their home, yes. I do not know much about the river god that is inside of Ronan, but if they were able to find their home or their domain, perhaps they would have a way into that place themselves.
I see.
I'm sorry. I have been very
No.
silent because of your trip. Unfortunately, gladly, you did not need me. But if you were to have called upon me in that place, I feel I might not have been able to aid you. That monster was beyond something that I understood.
I see.
I believe that the only one who would be able to understand anything of that creature would be the goddess of time.
Understandably so, Master. Thank you.
Once again, I am sorry for not giving more.
It is quite all right.
They go silent.
Yep. Mm,
You want to bring anything up that you just learned to Ronan or anybody here?
Well, wasn't really any information that she was looking for.
Unfortunate, yes.
Yeah, so it's just like, and at some point we were gonna look for the domain of the other god. So again, the information doesn't really help. She was just curious to see if having a god in her would make going through the realm of the gods any easier, but it's not gonna really do anything. So
It would make it easier if you guys found the other god, is basically what was
Yeah.
just said. So that's something you didn't know.
I guess she'll explain that to so she'll explain that to everyone, but again, it wasn't really information she was looking for.
It was essentially the same information, just different god.
Yeah.
You bring that up. Ronan, you are given said information.
Okay.
Yeah, my brain doesn't know how to word it right now.
So there are other ways. Also, I mean, King Magnus, if you would like, you wanted to talk to the gods about your request to use the gate for dangerous items and stuff, right?
I would like an audience with them, yes, if possible.
If you would like, we could talk to them about that on your behalf. As your champions, as your, messengers. And you could go talk to your wives.
As much as I would love to say yes to that, Ronan, it is difficult for me to... It is difficult for me to want to put my own personal feelings above what is needed. I've done that enough with my daughter. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure what I would even say to them. It is something I would love to do, but in the kind of way that most likely I would be tongue-tied the entire time, either way.
If you're sure.
Especially with what I just have witnessed from what is going on in the desert, I believe that not only speaking to them of those matters, but also seeking counsel would be something I would want to do.
I understand.
Thank you, however.
Don't mention it. Ugh. Well,
That does bring up... He stands and looks to the people who are gathered here. At this point, I'm going to say that the Zora would have probably got up here, been like, eh. To all of you gathered here, you are the only ones here who know of what happened just now. He looks back toward the four of you. This is essentially a declaration of war, is it not?
very much so.
I was hoping we could avoid talking about that, but yes.
She did give us the message that she would be leaving Hyrule. For the Gerudo, anyway.
They not only rescind their promise, but they took offense on the king.
And literally a majority of the population of several of the tribes are also willingly... Yeah, two kings.
Oh, and a queen.
And
She just holds up her hand.
and even the northern tribe.
I have a
And two
question.
gods.
This is an intercontinental incident. Hmm.
Who?
Marco?
And two gods.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
the River Queen and Boulder, they didn't get things like this, did they? Do you know?
They have not made it to my council quite yet. I doubt that they would have any inclination of such, but if you did not show up at the time you did, I would imagine they would have.
Oh, that would have been a difficult fight. Oh boy.
You see Gallon stand up. As he does, he walks over toward where you are, Polo. He goes to grab your hand if you'll let him.
Yeah.
He makes your way over. Do. As he does, he then makes his way over toward Faraday, grabs her hand. Pulls her over as well. He looks toward the three of you, and you see him go down to a knee.
Galen, what are you doing?
What I said before is true inside the castle. My people would never do such a thing. Not in their right mind. Please give me time. Galen. Please. You can remove from me the title of champion if you wish. You can take every thing that I've done for you. Every accomplishment I've had. And if you wish, you can even take me. Do not punish my people quite yet. They are not in their right minds. My sisters mean well, and they would never betray the king.
I second this. Alongside him.
Down on knee.
Ronan will also take a knee.
Yorthos hops down. The last time this happened, it was in a very similar circumstance. Not in their right minds, you see. Yorthos knows we can break them free.
The Gerudo are but also victims of all of this.
King Magnus Hyrule. If you wish to go to war with my people, give me a month. Give me until their so-called bazaar. If they show upon here with 1,000 Gerudo, you can repel them as well as you need. But give me until then. And if you lay a hand on them before then, I will be ready to fight. Is that a threat, Galen? Please, don't take it as such. They're my sisters. He looks up with a smile.
Spoken like a true Gerudo king in the making.
We will not take you, Galen. That'd be counterproductive. It's obvious you want to aid them. What say you, King? When it comes to the Gerudo, they are a formidable force, but we have recently regained use of the Sheikah, as well as the priestesses and armies of the Zora. I'll make my way, if you'll allow, if you wish to come with me, to retrieve my people in the south. You wish to make your way to Gidan? If we have enough people here, then we can repel any attack, right?
do know the Gorons are also backing away from their encampments and making their way home as well. If not now, then whenever else would we have an opportunity to unite all the tribes again?
I think we
He
can make
does
use
mean
of.
all.
I think we can make use of the preparations that the Zora and Gorons have made as well. They were ready to go to war with each other. I heard that the Gorons were making tunnels and the Zora were making forts. If we make our way there, we can establish a defensive perimeter around the entrance of the desert. I will send the armies of Hyrule to southern Hyrule. We will all gather there. We will make treaty. I will speak to each of them, including Gidan and the Boulder. And we will all prepare, if need, to repel the bazaar making its way through in a month. Even if it is 1,000 iron knuckle, we will push them back. But we will not do so a moment sooner. Galen, you can trust me on that. Thank you.
There is one final group one could potentially make use of, good King Matt. If you were to speak with them, they're currently with our good friend Kuro. You know Kuro. But Sierra, the Queen of the Bandits, she does know her way around Hyrule in ways that many others don't.
They are currently rebuilding their city, but I can speak with the River Zora Queen and see if we can establish some kind of connection with them.
Times of crises make for interesting allies. Goodness
I've heard that
knows.
Central Hyrule is completely shown to have many different underlying ways for travel. Should not take them very long.
I would recommend bringing a banquet of fried fish.
I will speak with the Zora about that.
It is a favorite. You see where we're going with this.
He looks over toward where Hadar and Misty are. I will establish a small home in Lon Lon. That will be our central location. That way I can be as close as I can to all of your portal in case you ever wish to make your way back here to the Temple of Time and open the required doorway. I will not do so without you, but I do wish to do it soon. Think on it for tonight and see what you wish to do, if you wish to do it immediately or not. Would you allow, if I am to do this, Galen, would you allow us to move through your home? Looks toward Gorthos, looks toward the others. We need to establish some sort of a hold in Lower Hyrule immediately.
Just make sure you all wipe your feet before you come inside, but yes.
So many people inviting into our house. Galen just sits up.
Well, Gorthos has it. Listen, when Gorthos figures out how this magic works, he will build gateways instead.
Listen, this is the price you pay as the male Gerudo.
Do you know how? Do you know
Uniting
how
the
much
world.
Arma is going to have to sweep now?
I mean, we have
Well-
the Ophies. We have Ophi as well.
Do you know how long Ophi's going to have to sweep now?
But what about
Magic Frog can help.
You know how long
Yeah.
Magic Frog's going to have to sweep now?
Yeah, I do. Like
Well,
2
what about-
seconds.
I
what
do
about
the
Shepos and
sweeping
also
when you're
Mary
gone.
And also Gary.
It's like, I do the sweeping when you guys are gone. Grabs charcoal. Do you know how much charcoal is going to have to sweep now?
And we can't forget about Gary and Mare. Actually, we should keep them in the kitchen.
And,
No, wait, this
you
is
know-
a perfect opportunity. Miss Charco still owes me an outfit.
Do you
I
think,
do.
It seems
So-
everything's working together now.
though speaking on allies, at some point, we will have to go challenge the Rock. Perhaps the Forest Children will be able to rebuild and someday themselves.
Not to mention, we'll be able to finally get the Rito off their asses.
And then
Indeed.
Rito can come too.
That's going to be more difficult. Well, actually, that's right.
Touch the rock.
We apparently know their leader already.
You know the general.
Yeah, we met him in the Lost Woods. He attacked us, but we made up.
Oh,
He's
neat.
currently, as they say, single and ready to mingle.
We're
Well,
just not sure alliances like that are ready to be made as of yet.
Well, no, but I mean, if anyone is aware of any other female Rito that are currently in the market,
As
I
you
think
say-
you would very much like that.
As you say single and ready to mingle, you just hear from Misty, I'll let our sister know.
She's a bird fucker.
She's a feathery.
Is this who I think it is?
Oh no, she's too busy with your chef friend.
Yeah, no. She's
Girl.
she's either fucking Chefos or we can maybe convince her to fuck Vega.
Oh my god! Stop! No more.
Hook all of Marco's sisters up.
Just,
So,
just my family overtakes your.
maybe Sierra would be interested if we're trying to be alliance
Can you
makers here
ima-
all of a sudden.
Can you imagine then that the royal lineage of them of the demons would then have the most concentrated blood of the mortal goddess inside of them?
It's such a strange combo.
This is laced with a lot of irony, and Master Dompe is laughing as we speak.
He's just gonna be like, yes, get him.
Orthos can hear him and he hates him.
Good. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He can only try to be, he can't even be contrarian about it because he thinks it's a great idea too.
It's like we get the goddess blood, we mix with the Gerudo.
God.
Okay,
And,
memes, that chunk of memeing aside, let's just that out of the way.
Reality reasserts.
Yeah, actually, back on track.
No, hey, wait, one more. One
Okay,
more.
one more joke.
What if the general is the long lost love that Sierra's been looking for this whole time?
I would fucking kill myself. If it's Targus, I'm gonna fucking quit this game.
They really
I'm
got
just
his
saying-
outfit wrong.
His name is
How?
Stefan. His name is Stefan, but they got the black hair, right?
But how do you fucking mistake?
I don't know.
I've always thought it was Groot.
She's really fucking stupid, man.
That's what I've always assumed.
Maybe that's why she also likes fried fish. It's a favorite food of the Rito. They love fish.
He is a very powerful thief.
Yeah.
She's so fucking dumb.
Oh, put
Anyway.
some money
But
down.
anyway.
I'm putting money down. Okay, now reality can assert itself as I put my money on the table.
Fantastic.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you are both fully aware of this by now, but you should probably let your mages know that, hey, no scrying on the desert.
Don't. Do not do that.
We have not had many who have been able to even attempt to do so. The only one that we have is Pika, usually, who can do such things.
Oh,
Okay.
Pika and Argo.
Definitely, she
considered
needs to know.
future, would she have already been taken over?
Who
Two
knows?
episodes isn't like that, right? Oh, it's gonna be a hell of an enchantment to break. Alright. The planet seems to be assembled. Orthos thinks the next step is to go home and sleep.
Rest tonight.
I would like that.
Figure out by tomorrow when you wish to make your way to the Great Door inside of the Temple of Time. If you wish to do it immediately, which I would prefer, then make sure you have everything you need before we go. And be sure to let me know. I
Once you
will
pack
start.
up all those cursed things.
I will start by taking my most elite guard, gathering them together, and have them make their way through your home to make their way into Lon Lon, if that is amicable to all of you.
All you really need to do
Absolutely.
is open the front door and want to go to Lon Lon. You'll get there.
He makes his way over toward where Misty is. If you would allow, I would like to take the old mayor's residence as my own for the time being. Of course. We were turning it into some kind of a study, but it's fine.
Rather
Oh,
big
building.
study.
whole building.
Well, I wasn't really gonna need it. I have the ranch, so.
Makes sense.
Would you not like something closer? I like walking.
Just from a
Of
different
course.
time, technically.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Oh god.
You have a lot to talk to them about. Excuse Gortha, he's gonna start making his way home as he tries to climb out of the boat.
He makes his way toward those who are here. He points out some of them and then points toward the castle. A lot of them start to make their way. He is going to again take his most elite guard first into your guys' home. He will start to establish a thing tonight, meaning they will basically be going in and out of your house tonight if you guys need anybody. For the remainder of the day, you guys can rest up. You guys can think about what you want to do. If the king wants to open up the area tomorrow, it may be at that point the best option for you guys to decide what you're going to do, not only with your ideas of going to the realm in the first place, but also what you're going to do with Donpei.
Yeah.
As you guys think on that, though, all of you will be making your way out of the basin. Gallon will be looking over toward Polo, and with a very confident look, you do find that despite his confidence and despite his usual flair that he goes about himself, he does sort of squeeze your hand slightly.
Yeah. She will look at Orion and say, why the fuck are you small again?
What the fuck is that?
It's really funny when he explodes.
You see Charcoal. No.
She will lead Gallon onto Orion.
Shall we get our home ready?
Why is it so steep and incline?
It's actually not that big of an incline.
I gotta go pick up
He's
the
tired.
magic
Leave him
frog.
alone. He's tired as weak wizard are.
As
Leave him
each of
alone.
you will make your way out, there is one last thing that I would like to go over. As everyone makes their way out of the area, Theodore even stops feeling sorry for himself and gets up and gets out. As you all make your different ways going about. Marco,
Yeah.
as you step out from the area, as you look back toward the basin, feeling the residual cursed energy coming from it, that nausea you felt earlier has not gone away. You turn your hand in front of you as you note that your once still skillful hand is slightly shaking. You grip it with your other to try to calm it down. But there is some kind of a hurt deep within you that you feel that you have only agitated by using your powers. You know for a fact that going forward into the Gerudo, that your power will be instrumental in aiding with your ability to take in curses. It is up to you if throughout the rest of the day, if you wish to tell your friends that you're feeling this way. Because you know that if you tell them, they may want you to stay away from using those abilities that will be very useful in the Spirit Temple. As you step forward, eventually trying to push that nausea as much as you can away, you look down toward the path you usually took down from this place, the little sliding path that used to feel oh so easy to you, do you wish to slide down, or do you wish to make your way around?
I like how you put that.
I just want to know if you wish to perform any feat of skill that you might that might be required in front of all the people here or not.
Damn.
What's your choice, Marco?
Marco will take the careful path and not show any skill.
Marco walks around the edge, just looking at everybody, takes their way over toward the section that would normally have the stairway to go down. As he does, he will safely make his way down. We'll see what Marco chooses to divulge to anyone next time.
I mean, I feel like the fact that he didn't take the most dangerous and risky way is already a sign that something is different.
Well, the thing with it is, though, every one of you would have already made your way going.
Oh, yeah.
Marco,
There's just
There's
other people around that might have been someone he wouldn't want to do that kind of stuff in front of.
Mm-hmm. He does not know if he should tell Misty about Dad, or try to drag her to where the house is just yet.
Oh, she would have probably gone with the king to gather people, because obviously you guys would be going through Lon Lon. So she'll eventually make their way to your house.
Yeah.
Man,
Fuck.
yeah, there's no avoiding it now, Marco.
Which probably means she'll notice a certain person who's inside of your house.
Yeah. Good old Dad.
And also the horse.
My dad.
I am extremely happy with how you guys decided to go about doing things. Using the spreading magic and the dispels as well as the shields was fucking awesome.
I love that. That was so cool.
I know.
For the first time in a long time, I had to think outside of the box with Orthos, and I'm like, I missed this. I should probably do more swapping more often.
Ronan, because you were able to aid your people in such a way, you're able to aid Faraday in such a way, I am going to be giving you a few reroll tokens. Because you, despite knowing that the fairy heart is something that is extremely powerful in your hands, thought that your king could use it more. I will be maxing you out on your reroll tokens.
That's his fucking sister, dog. Ain't no goddamn way he wasn't gonna give that shit up.
Yeah. Fair.
We will see what all happens next time, whether you guys get some other things, whether you guys mess about with things, because this may be the last few games you guys have to prep for anything before going off into the desert. Or you guys are decently sure that by the next day, Koro and the others should at least be in the position they said they would be in.
We have to hope. But fuck, dude. Things it really does feel like we're reaching an end point now, isn't it?
Things are building up. We're riding up to the last ride down of the roller coaster. It feels like.
It feels like finally I have to actually buy pants for the wizard.
And also, we have to kill the rock.
We do, but she's so nice. Do we have to?
Not that one.
At some point, I have to go to a dungeon, but I wanted to bring both brothers, but I don't know if I'll be able to bring Vega.
It's still a few weeks away.
Yeah.
We still have a month of time given before, the totally peaceful caravan shows up.
Remember, this is just the last major arc, not the end of the game.
Oh,
Not the ending.
This is the last arc of Castletown, maybe.
I will say there is very little reason for you guys to return to Castletown at this point.
Jokes, memes aside, I unironically have to go shopping. I'm so unequipped with the wizard at least. I need to rebuild the demon body, like fucking RoboCop, man. Oh fuck.
It would have been very interesting if a certain thing went down in the woods, because there was a part of me that was like, if the fight goes a certain way, perhaps you would obtain some kind of a bone you could have used with your demon body, but it didn't go the way that it needed to.
Well, I just take an old bone from that old body.
You would have taken a bone from yourself.
Orthos believes in recycling in all forms. Yoink.
But you guys had done the big teleporty thing, so I'm like, that probably isn't gonna happen.
It's fine. It works out better this way.
Yeah.
We already reassembled a time loop. It's fine.
We're gonna end things here. We'll continue to speak a little bit after, who's to say. But I hope everybody had a good time today. We will come back to this next week with a bit of some downtime stuff, whether people want to work on themselves, work on any relationships, work on getting some items, things of that nature, they can. And we'll see exactly what happens with the door to the sacred realm as well. Whether or not you guys decide to go in there by yourselves or to take a certain person with you, that is up to you. As everything happens, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, like always, later days.
Bye-bye.